All right, guys, we're back with another episode of The River Live. We've got a 5-5 PLO game for you guys tonight.
Yeah, very excited. New game, different structure today. And some new players on the stream today. So very excited to see the action.
Should be a big game. We're starting off with a 300 to 500 limit, but you can buy in for up to 70% of the biggest stack. And based on the players that we've got today, this should turn into a big game pretty quick.
Once one player wins that first all in, I think we're going to see a lot of people adding on really quickly.
Yeah, I saw somebody misinformed a mole about what the initial buy-in was, and I saw he had. I thought he was trying to buy in for like 2,000.
Yeah, I think he said he also wanted to have some backup chips in case things do get crazy, so he can add on real quick.
He is definitely going to need those backup chips.
Tonight should be a lot of fun.
Just to let you guys know what promos we are currently running for the month of December. They have changed a little bit from last month, so we'll run through them real quick. We do have our Rivers League this Sunday. Tomorrow is the last day for this quarter's Rivers League tournament. It's a $50 buy-in. You get one single rebuy. You get 500 chips for every entry. So if you buy in and rebuy tomorrow, that's 1,000 in chips for the tournament, the championship next Saturday, right?
Yes, sir.
Saturday?
Yes, next Saturday, December 7th, the second day of that. People really excited every Sunday coming in, playing that tournament at 2 o'clock. $50 buy-in, one re-entry.
And I don't remember who's in first place right now. I believe it's still Julie in first place with, I think it's 21,000 in chips.
Yep, she's been one of those players that's been here every single week of the chips. And you can too come in on Sunday last week to get entered into that day 2 tournament.
We also have our prize wheel. We have updated our prize wheel. This is the promotion for last month, but we have updated our prize wheel. So now instead of it being any flush or better, let me see if I can't pull this up real quick. Instead of any flush or better and having to have two tables, we are now running the prize wheel even with a single table running. If they only have a single table running, it's quads or better instead of a flush or better. So quads are better even with a single table, still spins the wheel. And if we have two tables going, then it is back to, let's see, I don't think I have the wheel promotion, but if we have two tables going, it's back to, I think it's a full house or better. And if we have three tables going, then it's a flush or better spins the wheel. But we have retracted it a bit to where it's harder to hit the wheel, but we've updated the prize wheel to where now if a cash prize is not hit, the prize value actually goes up the following day. And we've added some more money to the wheel. So we still have our $1,000 top prize, but I believe we added a $500 prize. We still have our $250. We've got a $100 prize. And if I remember correctly, we also added a $100 racehorse prize. And for all of those, if they don't get hit that day, all of the prizes go up in value. So the next day, they're actually worth more.
That's correct. You people at the River League have loved the cash wheel so far. So we brought it back for the month of December with a lot of exciting stuff being added to it. I think with that progressive part that you were talking about, Chris, with the money going up by day, that $1,000 is already up to $1,100 on the wheel. So
Wow. And we just started this promotion yesterday. We were initially going to plan it for the first, but due to the Thanksgiving holiday and the break, we decided to start it a little bit early. So starting yesterday, the new prize wheel has gone into effect. So like I said, even if it's only one table going, and I believe we have two going right now, you're still able to win prizes.
Yep, so any full house or better right now gets you a spin of the wheel. Lots of exciting stuff.
Starting this month, we've got a tag team tournament. It's going to be small. I'll have to fix that later. But we've got a tag team tournament on December 6th. That is at 4 p.m. That is a $240 entry per team. So if you don't have a team already, you are able to sign up as a solo individual, and we will find somebody to team you up with. So we've got our tag team tournament.
Super exciting. The way that that's structured, so you and your partner both start with your own individual stack. You play your stack just kind of like a normal tournament would go, and then towards the end of it, you get to combine stacks with your partner and play it as one big stack. So there's a lot of strategy, a lot of fun stuff, being able to bounce ideas back and forth with another person. So very excited for that tournament on December 6th.
We also have a new tournament this month. This is the promotion for our championship tournament on December 7th. We have a different tournament this month. It's a $10,000 guaranteed, $120 entry. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Doesn't look like I can for now.
Yeah, the people of the River League have been asking for a bigger tournament, and then here it is. $120 entry, lots of flights to play in, 4 different flights to be exact, on Thursday, Friday, 2 on Saturday, and that day 2 obviously on Sunday.
It's a $120 entry. We do have a triple bag bonus for this tournament, so we've got flights on the 11th, 12th, and 2 flights on Saturday the 13th. If you bag 3 separate times, then you get a $400 bonus immediately. So you get to pay for all 3 of your entries plus a little bit of a bonus. And then obviously on day 2, you're carrying your 2 best bags forward. So if you happen to bag twice, you get to bag all of those chips to be able to play in the day 2 tournament.
Yeah, lots of cash games rolling around the River League right now, but people are excited for these tournaments too. We got the tournament on the 6th, tournament on the 7th, and this starting right after the week after. So lots of exciting tournament stuff here at the River League as well.
Then one more tournament that should be pretty exciting is we are actually doing a free roll for Reese's birthday this year. On December 20th at 4 p.m., we'll be doing Reese's birthday free roll. Just a normal free roll like we do on Mondays, but this one has mystery knockout tickets. So every time you knock somebody out, you get a ticket for a mystery prize. Otherwise, it's the same as our Monday free rolls. It's still a free roll initially with an optional $10 dealer add-on to double your starting stack, $30 rebuys, and then at the break, we have our $50 add-on for 40,000 in chips or our $100 add-on for 100,000 in chips.
Yeah, you guys love the Halloween free roll. You love Jason's birthday free roll, so we brought it back for a 3rd time with Reese's birthday. Those mystery knockouts are super fun and super exciting to be a part of. So every time you knock a player out or make them rebuy, you get to go pick out one of those mystery knockout items.
And then obviously on Mondays, we have our normal free rolls, just a standard free roll, optional $10 dealer add-on, $30 rebuys, and then the $50 or $100 add-on at the break. And then we still also are running our Wednesday Crazy Pineapple free rolls, which is the same exact structure, but it's Crazy Pineapple instead of Hold'em.
Mm-hmm. You're looking at the reigning champion of your Wednesday Pineapple free roll. I was able to. It was a shaky start. I had to rebuy a couple times, but I was able to win that one on Wednesday. That was a lot of fun.
It is pretty rare that somebody gets all the way to the final table without having to rebuy a couple times. They are still getting set up for our PLO stream. I think we're trying to run through the first hand right now. We're having Destiny is running our cameras in the back, so we're still making sure that everything's all set up and good to go.
Shout out to Destiny. Yeah, we're running PLO today, a little bit different than our normal 1-3 Hold'em game. This is a 5-5 PLO game, so it's $5 to come in. It is a pot limit game, which means you cannot bet more than what is in the middle. You get dealt 4 cards instead of 2 cards, and it's kind of played like a bomb pot, which we've seen on these streams a couple times. A bomb pot with 1 board, and yeah, so this should be a lot of action, a lot of fun. Lots of new players to look out for today. Glenn making his debut to the stream. I'm sure we'll see a lot of Glenn today.
Oh, yeah. We should be able to see a lot of Glenn. Mike Martinez is also going to be on the stream today, one of the owners of the River League. And we should be seeing a lot of action from him. He's a very much an action player, just kind of like Glenn is.
Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to see a lot of action between those two, specifically against each other. They got a nice little battle between one another, so I'm excited to see what transpires between them.
We're also going to have Tracy on the stream today. Tracy, another action player. So we've got a lot of action players on this table today between Tracy, Mike, and Glenn. And surprisingly, Amole's a bit of an action player when it comes to PLO. He's not too much of an action player when we're playing Hold'em, but he really likes 4-card high PLO. So we should be able to see a lot of action from him today. Larry Patterson also going to be on the stream today for the first time. Banks is coming back for another live stream. We've got Dorian on the stream, another action player. So we should be seeing a lot of big pots.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be taking out those wallets, I think, today, having to rebuy a bunch of times. But that's what the people want to see, and I think people are excited to see a little bit of a different game, shaking it up with the PLO today. So,
It looks like we are getting into hand 2, so we're going to switch over to the game, let you guys see what everybody's working with. Hopefully you guys can hear the table just fine. We are going to be working on that. We've currently got 2 mics in there, but I think we're either working on getting a couple extra mics so that we don't have as many dead spots, or possibly just getting brand new mics so that the audio is a little better on the table. So let me know what you guys think about the audio quality, and let me know what you guys think about upgrading it.
yep, we saw. We just missed hand number 1, but let's take a look at what everybody's starting out with today. We got a couple people buying in for the max at $500, and Tracy looking like he's going to start off as a short stack, try to spin that up.
Getting into the first hand, be a decent amount of folds to start off with.
And Chris, you want to talk a little bit about some of the different hands that you like pre-flop in PLO and how that's a little bit different compared to Hold'em?
It is going to be a bit different compared to Hold'em. Mostly with 4 cards, you need to be able to play a bunch of different ways. So, you know, in Hold'em, it's pretty straightforward. Pocket pairs are really good. High suited cards are really good. Mid suited cards are still good. But you see a hand like Cody has right now. He's got pocket queens with a suited queen. He's got the queen 9 of spades. That is that's actually kind of a middle of the road hand here, because one of the cards in his hand is kind of irrelevant. The 4 of clubs is extremely irrelevant in his hand. And you can see that based on this flop. He's got pocket queens, but he's already flopped dead because Kelly has 6-4 of hearts. So his pocket queens is dead because you have to play 2 cards in your hand. So even if a 4th heart comes on the board, Cody doesn't have a flush. So there's not a way for him to win this hand right now.
Yep, definitely a different sort of game
And
to the viewers out there.
You see the hand going by pretty quickly. Kelly puts a bet out, and nobody else has a flush. Nobody else really has anything going for them. So it's very quick folds all around.
Yeah, PLO and Big O, all of the pot limit games, definitely a very more nutted kind of game in terms of either you have it or you don't have it. You don't see very many people trying to get bluffs through in PLO. If somebody flops a flush, they're going to let you know that they have a flush. And we saw that there from Kelly. Even though it wasn't a great flush, he still had 2 hearts in his hand, and that's going to be good enough to take the pot then.
I didn't want to be the one to say
And that's another pretty big difference between Hold'em and PLO is there's not as much of a likelihood that you're going to get drawn out on in PLO. There's still plenty of options because you do have 4 cards in your hand, but it's not like playing pocket queens versus 2 suited middle cards. It's not as likely that you're going to get drawn out on when you flop a really strong hand in PLO. We're getting started on hand number 3 here. Dre is our dealer right now. We got Dre in the box.
I got a text from Glenn this morning. He said his VPIP was going to be a 100% today. That was his prediction of VPIP today.
We'll see if he sticks to that. So far it is 100% right now.
I think
He's also been the pre-flop raiser for all 3 of these hands.
lots of pretty good hands here. We see pocket kings, pocket queens, and pocket aces.
And Kelly's got an extremely strong hand right now. We don't see what cards Glenn has. Glenn's going to be raising a bit wide, especially on the button. But Kelly has an extremely strong hand, and he flops the best of it. He's got a top set of aces.
And flopping a set of queens as well. Cooler
Dorian
situation.
can get coolered here. The one thing that we don't see, and Glenn could possibly have it, is nobody has a diamond draw. Nobody has a diamond draw right now.
No diamonds.
And nobody has king jack either. Cody blocking that with his pocket kings. And he's actually going to lead out here with his pocket kings. He does have king queen, so if a jack comes, he does have the straight, but not very often you'll see Pocket kings lead out in this scenario without the flush draw to go with it.
Oh, and a king
And
on the
the
river.
king on the river,
Set
and
over set over set.
set over set over set, but that also brings in the straight draw, or the straight for Dorian and Kelly, both of them able to play their jack, so they both are going to chop this pot going into the river. And Kelly, no issue raising here. He does have the nuts.
Cody going to make a
but-
good fold here with that set of kings. Let's see if Dorian's going to make the call, knowing or maybe not knowing that he's chopping this pot. $580 in the middle. We told you guys that this game was going to be a lot of action today. And on hand number 3, already not disappointing.
It should have been a lot bigger. Wait.
And Dorian is going to lay down the straight.
No love.
It's all going to go to Kelly. He's going to show the set of aces. And he's going to win this nice sized pot. $300 in the profit there for Kelly.
You had a set ace. Yeah, I set a king. You had a set queen. Kelly. I don't know how you guys think tonight now. Why did the board pair? I would have won a lot of money. Ace, full king,
You heard Kelly say there, if the board would have paired, probably would have gotten all of Cody's money and all of Dorian's money. But I think he's happy to just take down the pot there.
No, I mean,
Getting Dorian to fold off a chop.
well, I mean, thank God you raised 25 pre-flops. I didn't see the set ace.
And like me and Chris were talking about earlier, there's a lot of different holdings that you're going to see today in PLO that's going to be a little bit different than in Hold'em. A lot of suited aces, a lot of straight cards that can give you wraps on certain flops, and just, yeah, lots of different things. Pocket pairs are good, obviously pre-flop like we saw in that last hand with the aces, kings, and queens, but post-flop they don't necessarily play as well as a flush draw or a straight draw wrap that some people can have with 4 cards in their hand.
Glenn, once again, in the hand and raising it pre-flop. He does have a pretty good hand. He's got the ace-jack suited. He's got 7-5, so we got flush draws and straight draws here. Cody with pocket jacks with a suited ace and a suited jack. And Mitch with 2 pocket pairs, 7s and 6s. Kelly in here probably with... He doesn't have the worst odds, but I like his hand the least here.
Flop comes all clubs and
And
nobody with
Nobody's
clubs.
got clubs.
Kelly's actually going to flop best here with his pair of kings.
Kelly flops best with a pair of kings. Cody with a gut shot straight draw. Another 3 comes out. Doesn't really change anything. Nobody's got a 3. So Kelly's top pair of kings is good right now.
And the difference here when we see the all club flop, obviously somebody with a flush thinks they have the best hand, but when the board pairs on the turn, it's hard to think that your club flush is any good anymore. So unless you have a boat, it's hard to make any sort of real call here.
Because the 3 deuce can always be there. Pocket kings will be there some of the time, especially with a table like this. Glenn's going to be aggressive and take this pot down.
I think we'll have quite a few pots like that today where Glenn just gets the feeling that nobody really has anything and he's just going to try to buy it.
Something surprising, and it doesn't come up too much in I guess you would call this low stakes play, is the idea of blockers. So when you're having, Glenn didn't have it there, but if you have just the ace of clubs in your hand there, that's an extremely good card to have, and you can be more aggressive with it. But Glenn being Glenn, Glenn's going to be aggressive regardless of what he's got.
That's right.
When he senses weakness, he's going to put the money in.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy is trying to take his card there. Looked like Tracy was trying to steal Larry's card right there.
Obviously, we've talked about Glenn probably having the highest VPIP today. Who's a player that we think might not see a lot of hands or flops today?
And Glenn going to be in the 9 seat. He is up $30 right now. His VPIP is 100%. He's raised pre-flop every hand so far. So we'll see how it goes for him tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Banks opening up, not really the best hand, especially in early position. Mitch going to flat here with his ace, queen, 3 deuce, suited ace. So that's a good hand to start off with. Glenn a little bit of a good hand here. Suited king jack. He's got the ace. He's got a bunch of high cards. The 7's kind of dead in his hand. But no problem raising for Glenn.
Tracy with the pocket queens. Just going to lay it down.
I think that's a good fault to lay down there. Because the rest of his hand's not all that good. Three suited cards in your hand is not exactly ideal in PLO. We're going to go 5 ways to a flop here. Glenn does have the best hand right now with ace king jack.
$125 already in the middle.
And he is going to flop top pair aces, and his king kicker is currently best. Mitch does have the gut shot. He's got 3 deuce. Nobody here with a flush draw.
We've seen a lot of suited hands today, but none necessarily that have connected to the board. Mitch gonna make the call here with his ace queen.
We got the ace queen and the gut shot. I don't hate the call here.
Gut shot to a 5.
And if he just happens to hit his queen here, that wouldn't be the worst card either. Queen of spades could be an interesting card. Ace of spades even more interesting. Now we're playing kickers and we're trying to hope for a boat here.
Yeah, both players obviously with 3 live cards apiece. And they're gonna get the money in. All in and a call. Let's see who can hit their kicker or if it's gonna be a brick.
Brick would give Glenn the pot. And
King.
it is a king. It's not a brick, but Glenn's going to take this hand down with aces full of kings.
He had the best hand before, and he keeps the best hand now. Nice little pot going his way.
I mean, wearing that color shocked me.
We've seen it with the past couple live streams. Craig, who's not here today, but Craig's been our aggressor in the past couple streams that we've had, but it's turned out to be good for him. He's been one of our most profitable players in those streams. And let's see if the power of aggression will work for Glenn today. Obviously, he's raising every hand, playing every hand.
And he is. He's up the second most amount of money right now. Look at everybody's winnings through 5 hands. Kelly only $20 ahead of him. Glenn, most of that money made off of that last pot stacking Mitch. Mitch down $280 right now. Everybody else just kind of free floating.
Yeah, we saw Cody and Dorian in that hand earlier with aces, kings, and queens. Obviously, Kelly getting them to fold off the chop. Shout out to John Manchester in the chat. Best commentators live. Appreciate that, John. Me and Kris are happy to put these shows on for you. It's been very enjoyable for me. I don't know about you, Kris. I think I have a great time doing this with you.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Lots of fun. Shout out to Destiny back here running the technical stuff with us.
Making Dre stay on his game today. Dorian going to flat here with the King Jack 10-3. I don't hate it, having 3 high cards and double suited cards. Kelly just going to flat here with pocket queens with a suited queen. Glenn obviously going to raise again.
The ace 10, 7, 5.
Ace 10, 7, 5 rainbow.
Uh-oh, Michael's got the super Michael. 7-4-4, obviously his favorite hand. He's never folding that one.
And we're going to go 5 ways to a flop once again. Deuce 6-3, and Michael's got a pretty good hand right now. He's got a gut shot to a 5. Dorian with the king high flush draw here, and middle pair with a pair of 3s. Glenn also with a gutter here to a 4. And Kelly turns a set of queens. Gonna have to see him lead out here with top set. And he does. He's gonna lead out for $100 here. I don't know if Michael's gonna be able to get away. He probably will, but he does like his 7-4.
And
pretty good turn card. Gonna take that hand down for Kelly, turning top set.
And yeah, Kelly turning top set there. Obviously the nuts being 4-5, but I think we would have heard from 4-5 on the flop.
I'm actually surprised that Dorian didn't call with his king high flush draw.
Yep. Scared money don't make no money, and sometimes Dorian can get a little scared when he sees black chips being thrown around the table. One of those players that you got to stay aggressive against sometimes.
Got to stay aggressive against him, but one of the downsides of Dorian's game is he's also completely willing to just tell you what he has when he has it.
Mm-hmm.
When he's got the best hand, he's gonna let you know that he has the best hand.
You're-
He'll
you're
he'll
gonna
be
see-
very aggressive with it.
You're gonna see it on his face, and you're gonna see it when he's putting all the chips in the middle.
His sister-in-law and brother live there. That's because she's a teacher there. They keep talking about
Mitch starting off with King Queen 10 7 with a bunch of spades. Gonna flat here.
Mitch, probably, in my opinion, the most unexperienced PLO player. We've seen him play quite a few hands today.
Yeah, he's another player with almost a 100% VPIP. He's been flatting at least almost every hand pre-flop so far. Kelly with ace, king, king, deuce. Very surprised that he only flats here, but when you got Glenn sitting to your left, it's kind of understandable.
Glenn will bet it.
Do you really think he wants to spend $25 on one hand?
And Michael Martinez is going to stay in this hand with ace, queen, 6-4 with queen, 6 of hearts. And Kelly's still not raising. Going into the flop, a massive favorite. The flop is Jack, Jack 3. Good for Kelly because nobody has a Jack, but even with pocket kings here, you're going to be a little uncomfortable when the board flops paired. Because a
I
single Jack beats you here.
I think this is going to be one of those get a feeling for where I'm at kind of bets.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to find out real quick he has the best hand.
Obviously, you're going to hear from a Jack. If you get a caller there, going to assume that they have a Jack or maybe even pocket threes, making a call there. But Kelly making a nice bet and is able to take down another one. Kelly, our biggest winner so far, off to a hot start.
Yeah, he's up a little over $500 right now, going into hand number 7. Is it?
Oh, 7. Yeah. So there's a little, I mean, there's like I was surprised with the way that Illinois line I got. The Packers have when they paid the down.
Tickets or the
Is it gonna build that new stadium? Would it make a difference? Whoa.
like it didn't
Right. How big is that?
This was one that I just got.
In another part of the state or something.
Right.
Or not state.
You messed his card up.
What is this?
This is
That goes to the top.
that's the top card. That's the flop. Because you messed up his card, then you gave him another immediately, but you're supposed to give me one, then him one. And then you ended up giving him another.
Raise 25. It's because Jay and I used to make mistakes.
Yeah, this is the first one I've ever seen.
Nice. Flipping cards. Do you ever go to home game?
Yeah.
We try to do one away game every year.
You like children's game?
Not going over.
You a baseball fan?
Yeah, we talked about it. I love the Cubs.
Cubs, yeah, that's why I
Who
was.
doesn't love the Cubs? They're the lovable Cubs.
Long calls. 25.
Cubs are still waiting to make some sort of move. I don't think they're gonna get tucked back, but I think
No,
they're
they already said they're not signing.
they're gonna go after one of the Japanese, like that Japanese slugger that hit like 50 home runs or whatever. That's what I was thinking.
Ichiro?
No, that was he's a little too old to come back.
Is that standard 75 over there?
Yeah.
That's
3 greens.
Running through this hand.
75.
Not sure where the action's going. We had a little bit of a problem on this hand, but let you guys see the action. Michael did go all in on this hand. I think he got it all in with Glenn, if I'm not mistaken. Not surprising, the two action players are going to get it all in on this hand.
Michael always makes jokes about how good Glenn runs in these games. He said, let's see how good Mr. Run Pure goes here. We're going to see all 5 cards in a row, both players all in pre-flop.
Glenn going to stick with that 100% VPIP plan that he was talking about.
There's 3 clubs.
3 clubs on the board. Does either one of them have a flush? Doesn't look like it. I think we got 2 pair there.
2 pair, 2
Um,
pair.
Yep. Mike going to get it there with a slightly bigger 2 pair. The old king 6.
Squatter.
Do you have a diamond draw?
Oh yeah, a lesser.
Thanks, sir. I get it.
Not a bad day for Michael being able to double up through Glenn there.
Is it?
Going to take him from the red into the green. Went from down $100 to ups about $150, if I'm not mistaken.
Now that we got a little bit of a break in between the hands, Chris, we got to address the elephant in the room. Both of our teams lost this week.
Yeah,
Already.
It was an unfortunate week this week.
God, it's been a bad week to be a sports fan for Bryce. Obviously, the Lions lost on Thanksgiving. I'm a North Carolina basketball fan. They lost on Thanksgiving, and then Michigan got kicked in by Ohio State today. It's just been it's been a bad week to be a sports fan for me specifically.
I've been meaning to ask you what's been going on with your Lions, because it looks like Jared Goff's taken a massive step back this year.
Yeah, Jared Goff hasn't been great. Our offensive line has been great. Our defense hasn't been great. It's all
I know how that feels. We got the exact same problem in Philly. Jalen Hurts hasn't exactly been playing his best. Saquon's turned it to basically a non-factor this year. He's only, I think when I was looking it up yesterday, he is 35th in yards per attempt out of all running backs right now. He's averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
that's insane.
He's averaging the same yards per carry as Hurts is right now.
Yep,
is
it's
not
great.
good.
Well, the NFL's been really weird this year. We talked about that last week with some of the teams that have been kind of coming out of the shadows and surprising us.
Mm-hmm.
But so with that, a lot of the teams are kind of equally balanced right now. Like there's not a lot of teams that are way ahead of everyone. So both of our teams still obviously in decent spots to try to make the playoffs. Obviously, you have a better chance than I do as of right now. But there's a lot of season left still.
There's definitely a lot of season left.
A lot of things can change. We go off to a flop here of 6, 5, 3, 2 hearts. Mitch flopping the nut flush draw.
Banks flopping open-ended with his 7-4. No, that's a flop straight, isn't
Flop
it?
straight.
That is
That's
a flop
the
straight.
nuts.
That is currently the nuts, but you can see that he's still only a 10% to win right now. That's the biggest problem with PLOs. You can flop the nuts and still be in a very dangerous spot to lose. You can see that Banks also has hearts to go with his flopped straight.
Banks just going to put all his money in the middle here. I don't think Mitch is going to be able to get away from it.
It is going to be hard to get away from the nut flush draw here.
Oh, and he's
And he is going to fold it. Very surprising here.
Glenn with
And
a pair and a gut shot.
pair and a gut shot to an 8. We did see that somebody had folded an 8. And the 5 of hearts going to come out on the river, going to give Banks the flush. He was already ahead. But you can hear Mike saying, you can hear Mike Martinez saying that's what happens when you play the best cards in the world. The old 7-4 there. Banks going to take that pot away from Glenn.
Yeah, I don't know if we can call it taking it away from him if he was ahead the whole way. Obviously, Colin trying to get a little lucky there, but Banks flopping the nuts and being able to hold is always a good feeling. Actually improving to a flush, which Mitch would have been able to take that pot down.
It's really surprising that Mitch didn't call there, but it's a little bit of a timidity
Yeah.
from some of these players. They're not used to gambling, especially for these big amounts all at once, especially this early in the stream.
Yeah, and I think Mitch already had to rebuy once. Was not really in the mood to gamble there, so finds the fold. Would have made the nut flush.
It happens.
It does happen, and Banks gonna double up.
Well, I do know they're really good at problem solving. Getting in.
Alan said it best. Mitch would have got there, but he's still learning PLO. It does take a while to learn when to gamble and when not to gamble in Omaha. We've been with running the bomb pots here. Some people have kind of gotten it, but a bomb pot is also a little bit different since you're not getting any folds pre-flop.
Yeah, that's why I was excited to see this PLO game pop up on the stream schedule. We don't run a lot of PLO games here at the River League. Sometimes we'll run a round of each game with Hold'em and PLO, but very rarely do we ever have a straight PLO game. So definitely exciting to see some of the different faces that love to play this game. but also people that we see on a regular basis playing a game maybe that they're not used to playing.
You can see nobody scared of Glenn's raises at this point anymore. We're going 7 ways to a flop. Dorian with a surprising strong hand and a surprisingly low chance to win. Ace, king, queen, 5, all rainbow. Only 2% to win here. Cody flopping the second
Nine's
nut.
full.
9's full.
And Dorian with a 5.
And
We're going to see him
yeah,
excited
you can
to-
you can see him with the check mark since Dorian and Banks both have a 5. Nobody can ever hit quads here. And Kelly's got a bigger pocket pair, but Mike
after
has
seeing
one
all
of
the action. I don't think
yeah.
we're going to be able to.
Mike Martinez has one of his jacks. So Cody very likely to just try and pile money in here. Dorian coming out of nowhere, jamming for his $200 with just trip 5s.
I think Banks let out, and then Dorian said, let's just
Yeah.
put it all in the middle.
Banks and Dorian surprisingly have the same exact hand here. Not knowing that they're drawing dead against Cody's 9's full.
Oh, Dorian Banks going to lead out for 145 and then fold after seeing 2 jams after him, which I
Just
think is only
knowing-
for $50 more. He's just knowing
Yeah.
exactly where he's at and saying, hey, I want to save $50.
Very smart move by Banks there. Don't give up money that you don't need to give up.
That's right. And I like the lead from Banks there with his trip 5s with an ace, but I probably would have liked a little bit of a smaller sizing.
Smaller sizing probably would have been ideal, because you're gonna learn just as much off of $50 or $70 as you are off of $150
That's
there.
right. And Cody, easy game, flop the nuts, put all the money in the middle and get paid.
Sometimes this game is just that easy. Hopefully we can get these cameras fixed.
And especially in the PLO games, everybody's got 4 cards. So flopping that top boat, and you're not even looking at one person with a 5. You're looking at 2 people with a 5 that are like, hey, I want to try to hit my kicker. And
Feeling pretty comfortable there with 9's full
Yeah.
when you see both the other 5s already out.
we want to shout out to everybody in the chat watching today on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
Looking like we got 23 total people watching our streams across the 3 platforms right now. We very much appreciate you guys coming in.
We appreciate y'all. I took the time to write down all the soundboard stuff today, Chris.
Oh yeah,
So I know what all of them are now, and they're going to be put into play. That's for sure. I love a
Amazing.
good soundboard.
you'll have to let me know. I've got it on. I wrote a little to-do list over the last week of all the stuff that I want to do to make the stream a bit better. And one of the last things I wrote was trying to get different sounds for our soundboard.
Definitely have to figure out some funny stuff that we can throw on there.
No. You misheard him. He's just
Going into hand number, I believe this is hand number 11 actually. Tracy going to flat here with the ace jack, jack 10. We're seeing an awful lot of that today, an awful lot of flatting. We see the same thing in the Hold'em game as well. Not a lot of raising and a lot of people just flatting unless they have a super premium hand.
A lot of people wanted to see some flops, but also I think a lot of people expecting Glenn to just raise every single time
For sure.
so they can just call and figure out what Glenn's going to do and then react from that. Because obviously if they raise, then being a pot limit game, Glenn can raise to even more. So it's a little bit of trapping, and it's a little bit of like, I don't want to put all my money in the middle, but I do want to see the flop. So
And especially if you're in Kelly's spot specifically, the closer you are to Glenn, when he raises, you get to see all the rest of the action at the table before it gets back to you. So you kind of get a better idea of where where your hand is at in relation to
yeah, if I
everybody
could
else.
pick any seat in the house today, it would definitely be Kelly's seat right there to the right of Glenn.
To the right of Glenn and to the left of a mole.
Looks like we're gonna go 4 ways off to the flop. $175 already out there.
7 deuce 3,
Mitch flopping top 2 pair.
top 2 pair and a gut shot. A 5 would give him a straight.
Glenn gonna bet out here with absolutely nothing.
That's never stopped Glenn before. Glenn with the big old goose egg percentage wise, but he's no stranger to being aggressive,
Michael with pocket.
especially on a low flop like this. You can't really, somebody in Glenn's spot, you can't really expect anybody to have flopped a super strong hand here.
Mitch gonna make the call.
That could actually slow Glenn down.
Yeah, he's only got $130 behind.
Ace on the turn. You can see Glenn is dead here. No chance to win this pot. Mitch winning it with top 2 pair if he stays in the hand. And he's going to flat. He's not dead yet. Jack on the river. Doesn't change anything for anybody.
Tracy would have made a set of jacks.
And
Glenn bet
Glenn
the
just
last
putting money in.
$25.
nut, no pair. Ace, king, queen, jack high. And Mitch going to take this down with top and middle pair, ace 7.
Obviously, never want to be getting the showdown with king, queen high and PLO, but you got to see the heart and commitment to the game that
Oh, yeah.
Glenn puts on there.
And one of the things that all this aggression does, even if Glenn is down money, one of the things the aggression does is it puts more money on the table and allows everybody to buy in more, makes the game bigger. So even though Glenn's running bad right now, he's being really aggressive right now, even when he doesn't have anything. Later on, when there's more money on the table, he can continue being aggressive with really good hands. He can make all of that money back really easily.
We said earlier it's a 70% match the stack. So 70% of the biggest stack. Big stack right now, I believe, is Kelly.
Yeah, we can look at our stack sizes. Right now, Kelly right now in #1 spot with $900. So somebody right now could buy in for somewhere between $600 and $700, which would put them in the top 50% of our chip stacks right now. And it's showing Michael as only having $130 right now. We don't exactly know his chip stack because of the hand earlier where he made money off of Glenn, but we will very likely get that fixed later. Alan saying, us still learning PLO, what are some premium starting hands? Obviously, your big pocket pairs like pocket aces, pocket kings are still going to play extremely well. What you're looking for is I guess the best way to describe it is having 2 really good hold'em hands as your 4 cards. So you can see Tracy right here with pocket kings, with also having king 10 suited and king 6 suited. Being able to play the hand multiple ways, very, very good. That's a hand that I would very likely be raising big with pre-flop. But like I said earlier, we're playing pretty passively right now. We're letting Glenn drive the action. So I don't mind the flat in his spot.
Yeah.
Banks with another decent hand, suited ace with ace king and pocket 6s. Obviously, when you're going up against other hands like pocket kings, pocket 9s, that's not the best. But you do have the nut flush draw if it comes. Not the best in this scenario because everybody has diamonds, but he still flops the nut flush draw here with his ace 6 of diamonds.
Glenn flopping
And-
open-ended with diamonds. Tracy with pocket kings and diamonds. He's going to put the money in the middle.
Yep.
Banks with the nut flush draw. He's not going anywhere.
No, I
If I had to take a bet, I don't think the diamond's coming.
no, I don't think the diamonds are coming. Not when. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them already showing on our side at least. Obviously, you can't be knowing that when you're in Banks' spot. You've just got to either go with the nut flush draw or don't. Glenn going to come in here. He's got what he believes is a gut shot straight flush draw. Obviously, the 6 of diamonds is not going to be coming because Banks has it, but he can still hit his straight, and he does. He's got ace 4 for the straight.
In the wheel, he's going to put all of
And-
his money in the middle.
Obviously, the diamond's going to be extremely hard to come by, so the straight right now is in extremely good position. And Glenn just going to bet, and it looks like they folded. What happened here? Tracy was all in. I'm assuming that Banks folded.
Yeah, yeah. Glenn went all in for his last, I want to say, $220. Banks folded, and then the river was a 4.
Which changed nothing for anybody. Glenn's still
But
best with the
straight is
straight there.
good.
Henry has it exactly right there. Hands that can draw to the nuts, like good ace X suited, good aces, good pocket pairs. That's pretty much what you want to go with. Those are going to be considered your premium hands. Obviously, you've still got, your pocket 6s with like a 6, 7, stuff like that. Good middling hands are still good to play with. They wouldn't be considered premium hands.
Mhm.
But like your pocket aces with a suited ace, pocket kings with a suited king, like Tracy just had, those are extremely good hands in PLO.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a gambler when it comes to poker stuff though. But I love the hands that are like Queen Jack 10-9, where
Mhm.
you just like you can flop stupid straight wraps and different hands like that. But
It does give you a lot of equity to have hands like that.
lots of straight wraps that like you can
Hands
have
like
the
Larry
card-
has right now, 5-5-4-3. It's on the low side of things, but considering most people play high cards in PLO, that's actually not the worst hand to go in with. 10, 10,
Yeah,
9,
hand like
8.
Banks.
Another one suited 10.
This is a hand that
These
I
are the
would
type
love
of
to
hands we're
play.
talking about. And Mitch with King Jack Jack 7. And we just saw Glenn also has pocket jacks, so we are out of jacks right now.
We saw a mole with our first fold and hold of the day.
Trip 9's in his hand.
I think it was trip 3s actually. Maybe I'm wrong.
We're going to go 4 ways to a flop. Banks right now with the best equity. Mitch and Glenn right now with the best hands. Unfortunately, Jack's not coming, so that does kill a lot of their hand. And Banks is going to flop his set of 10s. Mitch and Glenn both with a playing Jack if a 9 comes. Mitch does have open-ended with King Jack. He also has 2 different flush draws. He's got the backdoor spades and backdoor diamonds. His backdoor diamond's a little better than Banks's right now.
Yeah, Michael flopping the worst of it right now. I don't think he's going to be able to put any more money in the middle.
It's going to be very
He does
hard for
flop
him to
top
call.
pair, but not really any draws of any sort. Top pair in a PLO format is just not good enough to. Banks going to go all in with his set.
Not surprising at all. Middle set, hard to beat.
Straight draw if it
Mitch
comes as
is
well.
Mitch is surprisingly going to fold, not going to play his equity here with 2 backdoor flush draws and open-ended. Glenn considering it right now. He'd be drawing to pretty much just a 9.
Yeah, Jack doesn't help him either.
No, the Jack does not help him, and considering he has to play both cards in his hands, a King also would not really help him. He's looking for pretty much just a 9.
Let's hear what's going on at the table.
I haven't had a top 30 hand yet.
Please call.
This is against me.
Yeah, that's all. That's got to be like a 9%. On the tip of one.
Oklahoma, man. I thought LSU was definitely going to beat him today.
He's calculating all the things that he could do.
He's thinking about, is 3% worth it?
Yeah.
Actually, not that far off there. He's at 8% right now.
Three is really right on the borderline.
I think there's 1 9 left in the deck, if any.
He's going to lay it down.
You got Jack 9 wraps.
A little bit more equity because he also had backdoor clubs there, but very unlikely for that to come either. And makes the correct fold.
Banks with the best hand, putting the pressure on today whenever he has had the best hand. It's been working out for him. Flopped the nuts earlier. Flops bottom set there.
I do want to point out, Glenn, still the most aggressive person at the table. 100% pre-flop raising so far to go along with his 100% VPIP. We actually have a surprising amount of hands played today. Mitch and Mike both with 75% and Kelly with an 83% VPIP. We're playing a lot of hands today.
And the Americution are looking at all of his cards today. At least I think so.
He's been doing it so far. Maybe later in the day he'll stop looking at all of his cards. Very much a fan of playing blind, although one of his favorite saying is this isn't a blind man's game. I'm actually surprised that Tracy hasn't been playing that many hands. He's only got a 25% VPIP. I would have expected a lot more action out of
Yeah,
him.
that was one of the people that we talked about early in the stream today that we expected a lot of action from. Haven't really seen it from him. Obviously, he gambled with those pocket kings and the king high flush draw on a couple hands ago.
Glenn will bet it. He's going to raise it to $30 here with 10-10-5-3. And he does technically have the best hand right now at pocket tens.
Sitting there watching the Masters when it plays.
And here's a player we haven't seen much from today either. A mole getting in the mix with
King
the
Jack
King Jack
9-5.
9-5.
I got it. Wow.
And ace flop doesn't really help anybody, I think.
Mitch, only one with an ace.
Yeah, Mitch is the only one with an ace right now. Though I believe that flop was ace 4-3. Mitch would have flopped a set of fours. And nobody else really with anything. Glenn's got a gut shot to a 2.
They can just hit, so it saves some time. Yeah. Yeah, multi-function. They can get that in a Glenn Potts at button. Because there's 2.
There we go. We can see the board. Mitch does flop his set of fours. And Glenn has a flush draw. Tracy with a bigger flush draw, obviously. Oh, and Glenn hits his 2. He hits his gut shot. He now has the wheel. That doesn't seem right.
Obviously something off. With
Something
the
off. We
graphics.
got the 3 of
Two
clubs
three of
twice on here.
clubs. We got Destiny back here rolling her eyes at us. Let's figure it out, Destiny.
Fantasy football loser yet?
Glenn's gonna move all in here. He has a straight.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, you're fit this week. I haven't seen you pick up.
Tracy's all in with the king high flush draw.
Anybody worth picking up?
See if Mitch wants to put all of his money in with that set of fours. Obviously, with all those straight cards out there, it's hard to think that your set of fours is any good.
I don't know.
But with a player like Glenn, you never know if he actually has it.
His team has gotten very injured.
For those of you still learning PLO, obviously you need to have a 5, but not just a 5. You need to have one of the other wheel cards in order to make a straight. Tracy trying to a club and not going to come. Glenn with his straight is going to scoop this pot. Obviously the board not pairing either, so Mitch would have had a lonely set of fours, not a full house. And Glenn with his premium 10-10-5-3 is going to be able to take down this pot and make Tracy rebuy once again.
No, I traded my Jerry Bryce.
Oh, he was 98.
We didn't announce this earlier, but shout out to Marco. Marco in the box now.
Jacked up, huh? I probably would.
Mole, no, tell them it looks like you're up a lot. Oh, if you just don't say anything, they'll be like, somebody watching the stream will be like, I guess they cut a handout to the one ones. He's got 2,000.
Yeah, didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, how far up and down you are.
I'm gonna try to go $3 not with a single hand. Again?
Yeah, I'm sure glad you rushed over here to pull him. Yeah.
Big God, you made your flight.
Yeah,
I've seen people though. He should be okay with it.
And we're back with head number 14. Action keeps moving on here at the stream. We got 2 tables rolling here at the River League. Hold'em game going outside of the stream room. So if you guys want to come spin the wheel, full house or better.
Favorite word.
Lots of cash prizes up there on the wheel.
And a mole finally raising with a hand. He's got pocket kings with a suited king. That is the exact type of hand you should be raising with. Glenn not letting off the gas, going to raise with his king 10-9-6 here with a suited king.
Yeah, I think this is the first time we've seen a raise from anybody but Glenn tonight. And
They have not been coming by often. We've been pretty much letting Glenn drive the action and just kind of reacting to it. Mike Martinez also with a decent hand, ace, queen, 3-4, double suited. And a mole, knowing that he has a super premium hand right now, no problem putting the money in. And Glenn's never been one to turn down a gamble, also going to put the money in.
Only got 280 short stuff.
And I believe based off of what Mike just said, he's also going to have his money in.
3-way all in.
And you can
Play some
see,
bingo.
you can see right now that even though a mole has pocket kings with a suited king, Mike Martinez actually has the most equity right now. He has a diamond draw and a club draw. His diamond draw is better than Glenn's. He also has the 3-4 for if the low cards come out. So he's got a lot of different ways to win this hand.
He said he has aces. Doesn't have aces. As you know.
I'm going to put my money on Michael's hand.
If he does say
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Michael
probably a
will win
good
the main
bet.
pot. I'm going to take the side pot. That's my guess here.
Like double suited aces, you ran into it.
Big pot brewing
Uh,
here, though. 1.1 in the middle
Whatever board comes
with
out,
a
you'll be like,
decently large size side pot as well
Mhm.
between a Mole and Glenn.
This is one of those hands where no matter what happens, we're going to see more money on the table once this hand's over with.
Hmm.
And these are the
well,
spots
I
that
folded
Glenn
5-3,
wants to be in.
so
He's only got 10% equity right now, but he'll ride that 10% all the way through.
Winning it 5 times?
Just once.
Oh, just one. So
Yeah.
that's it.
It's hard to hit 5 miracles.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit one miracle. And
Alan says he's going to take Glenn's hand.
Flop.
And,
set of kings.
And unfortunately for Glenn, he's flopped dead here.
Flop top 2 pair and drawing dead.
Very unfortunate spot for Glenn to be in.
Michael with his clubs working. He's
And his clubs get there, but not out of the woods yet. The board could pair. And the board does not pair. And you were completely right. Amole's going to take down the side pot with top set. Oh, no, actually, no, Glenn. Glenn takes it
Glenn's
with
gonna
the
make it
straight.
straight.
He does make the straight. The jack on the river gives him the straight.
3-4 clubs.
Looks like Alan was right here.
And a Mole's run
Glenn
good
with
at
the
the
side
River
pot?
League gets even better. We thought he was drawn dead, but the jack on the river gives Glenn the straight.
King 10, that's
Very unfortunate for a mole there.
10-9-6.
A mole, just one of those guys that's never really run good here. Unfortunately for him, he's an extremely good player. He just does not run good here for some reason.
Yep, Amol was here on Tuesday night playing. We had 3 Big O tables on Tuesday night. Lots of cool stuff happening on Tuesdays. He was here on Tuesday, and we were joking back and forth about how he never really does run good here. He announced his last hand of the night and doubles up. I believe it was like a $3,800 pot. Doubles up last hand of the night. He said, "Oh my goodness, I think it's the first pot that I've won in a year playing here at the River League."
Wow.
Like the worst thing
I know that he runs good and makes a decent amount of money elsewhere around the state. If I remember right, he goes to the lodge a lot, and he makes good money there, and then he comes here and is nice enough to donate some of it to us.
That's advantage.
And PLO is his game too, so
he goes, well, he can't pair.
I think he made the smart decision there. He had by far the best hand.
and Glenn with aces and jacks, one of them
Ooh.
suited. Amol gonna raise it up to 25 and instantly get 3-bet by Glenn.
Alan was asking about those premium hands earlier. We definitely call this a premium hand.
And just like that, Cody folding ace jack right behind him. A lot of his outs just dead.
A mole with a decent amount of equity still against aces and jacks, considering the aces are completely gone. He's got the low cards. He's also double suited. He's got diamonds and hearts. Just like that, there comes the heart draw. Glenn's still in the lead, obviously, with his aces. He's also got ace jack for the gut shot straight draw, but right now he's just looking to dodge a heart. 4 is going to come out. Doesn't really change a whole lot. Does give Amol the other flush draw. Now Amol has both flush draws and can also draw for a 4 for trips.
You can see the equity now, dead even 50-50. And Glenn's not folding aces. If he's not gonna fold other hands, he's surely not gonna fold aces.
What's crazy is we can see the 50-50 equity. That is his true equity, but we can also look at the amount of outs he has, and because of all the cards that got folded, he actually only has 4 outs. But he hits it. He hits his flush. And that's a really bad card for Glenn. No diamonds in his hand. Board pairs. Diamonds get there, and he doesn't have a diamond.
He's the best 2-pair possible, but
That's it. And a single king beats him. Any diamonds beat him. Just a really, really bad card for Glenn.
really poor run out for.
And he knows that when a mole leads out here, that a mole's very unlikely to be bluffing in this spot. It is a great bluff spot, and a mole is capable of it. That's probably what's giving Glenn pause right now. Is a mole is completely capable of bluffing in this spot.
You go play the tournament to Kodak?
What's that?
You go play any tournaments to Kodak?
I played one. How many tables are out there?
Let's hear what you guys think in the chat. 1 if you think he's gonna call. 2 if you think he's gonna fold. Oh, he is
Ooh.
gonna lay it down.
He's going to make the smart laydown here. Like I said, a mole is completely capable of bluffing in that spot. He's a very good PLO player. He knows that Glenn probably not a really strong hand in this spot.
Kings back to back.
Yeah, the ace is there.
Let's hear a little bit of the table talk here.
Only one lion can tame another lion.
Hot in here, ain't
It is
A
one.
mole! You want a hand?
Yeah.
The streak is over. You work for free this week, but the streak is over.
Let's give a round of applause to a mole winning his first hand here at the River Live.
Just, hey, anytime
Congratulations,
there's a
Mole, you
small
did it.
mistake, The Bears are leading the North. Yes, that's such a, like you.
It's by far too.
Your bad luck is paying for all that luck.
North is super, it's super tight.
They're a game and a half ahead of. They're
Going down to hand number 16 on this live stream. And I can hear the wheel spinning out there. Somebody hit a full house.
Glenn right back to his pre-flop aggression.
Yep. Still 100% VPIP, still 100% pre-flop raise.
Larry Patterson, a guy we haven't heard much from, with a pretty ace king 8-5 suited ace.
unless you have 4-3 clubs, and then
We're going to be going 4 ways to a flop. Banks right now actually with the best equity. Jack 10, 9, 3 with diamonds. He's the only one with diamonds right now.
Those are the kind of hands that I love.
And the flop's going to come all clubs, and Larry just flops the nuts.
Larry being patient and flopping the nuts. Executioner also flopping a flush, just 8 high.
And Glenn, the only other player right now with equity, still has ways to draw to a full house.
Michael here with his 8 high flush. We're gonna move heads up. The nuts versus drawn to
Nuts versus
something.
Drawn to try and win.
There's a queen.
Queen on the turn. Told you he can draw for a full house here. And he's going to lead out, put Larry on his toes.
Larry, I'm sure he hated to see the board pair there.
Just the immediate board pair is awful for him. And unfortunately,
down.
Larry going to make the fold here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Glenn is going to be extremely aggressive when he knows where you're at. Larry betting on the flop there, kind of letting Glenn know that he's got a flush. And if he's got a flush, it's very unlikely that he also has draws to a full house. So when Glenn has a queen there and he knows that Larry's on a flush, he's going to put the pressure on.
Oh, what a catch. Let's go.
Cam Coleman?
Oh. There it is. Now we got a guy.
Are they bringing it back? On the back.
What? No, there wasn't no hold.
Donnie saying classic Glenn with every pre-flop raise. You're not kidding. Like I said, he's got a 100% VPIP and he's raised 100% of pre-flop hands so far.
Yep, Glenn, one of those guys, kind of like Craig. When we have people come into the River League, they always have a story to tell. They either have a story about Glenn or they got a story about Craig. One of them either sending them home happy or sending them home with a lot of money.
I'll tell you what it was. I had
Raises 20. Cody folds. Tracy folds. Larry folds. Michael folds. Thanks, folds. Larry folds.
That's
Glenn raising it up to $20. Going to be a mystery hand this time. Those are always fun. A couple other people getting in the mix. Banks pocket jacks. Larry with a beautiful hand. Flop comes. King 5-9 rainbow. Larry flopping top and bottom pair. Glenn with a mystery hand. He's going to lead out here, I believe, for the full amount. Larry got those backdoor spades working for him. And a gut shot to a jack. Lots of outs here for LP.
Does have the gut shot, but from what we can tell, 3 of the jacks are out. Banks has 2 of them, and Mole has a third.
So is Georgia going to play since A&M lost?
And we're going up against a blind Glenn hand.
We're going heads up.
Turn's going to put an ace on the board. Very bad card for Larry. Drawn to A jack and only a jack right now. Larry going to be aggressive here. Very surprising move from Larry.
Sometimes you just got to match aggression with aggression, and it seemed to work that time.
It's one of those leveling battles. If you know that somebody's going to be aggressive towards you because they perceive you as weak and you're aggressive right back at them, it's a leveling game at some point.
That's the guy.
Everybody knows that guy.
Lots of exciting stuff happening in the world of college football. We got rivalry week right now. Auburn keeping it close with Alabama.
You can't.
We'll tell you, it's 17
It's still 17.
Yeah, they just scored. Auburn just scored.
Is anyone watching the Illini game?
No.
Kelly folds.
I would like the other game. Wouldn't you?
That's
what I said. Yeah, I want the other game.
Can you put the
Glenn with a suited ace king 9-8. Pretty hand there.
Larry with slightly better ace king jack 3. We're running out of aces quick around here. Banks with pocket 7s and 5-4. And we have found the last ace. All 4 of the aces have been accounted for. You can see Mitch right now, actually surprisingly, with the most equity with double suited hand, ace 4 of clubs and queen jack of spades. And the clubs come out. Mitch just flops the nuts. Ace high flush. Nobody else really has anything right now. Glenn and Larry both have dry clubs. Never going to hit anything.
qualifying card? There we go. That's 2 qualifying cards.
And Banks
Gonna pair.
earns trip 5s. So he's got full house outs. He's got, looks like a single 7 and a couple 4s. And hits the 4. Banks just goes runner, full house to beat Mitch's flopped flush.
And Mitch, who flops the nut flush, checks it all the way to the river, and now he's gonna
He's going to bet and just get snapped off by the full house.
You know, when you got the best hand, you got to put the money in the middle sometimes.
This is one of the issues with playing passively is you're not getting any value when you're ahead, and sometimes you get in that spot where you're betting when you don't have the best hand anymore.
Classic Banks with the runner full house.
Mhm.
I was gonna bet like 75.
Actually surprises me a bit the Banks getting raised there. I don't know how likely Mitch is to bet or to actually have a 5 there.
Yeah.
I was told to.
We got Dre coming back from the box.
I guess I'm closer to the door, so.
It's warm up there.
How do you play it if I can do my money?
And all these crooks that we have. I used to wear long sleeve shirt. It's cold
You can't.
today.
You normally go
Here?
No,
Oh, yeah.
This room I've never been cold in.
We're going to be going into hand number 18 here. Hand number 18 or 19.
He bought it early. I'm shocked, but he did.
Trying to break the rules.
It's a blind bet. You probably got 2, 3, 4, 5. We're drawing in.
Action Cody.
Glenn, not even waiting for his cards, going to raise it to $20. Cody with a decent hand. Ace, King, 10, 6 here. Glenn doesn't have a bad hand himself here. Got Queen, Jack, 10, 10. The only problem is it's no suits. Dorian with Ace, King, Queen, 8 with a suited ace. And a mole picks up a good hand. Ace, Jack, Jack, deuce with a suited ace. Flop is 3, 7, Queen. Kelly with a pair of 7s. A mole with pair of jacks and the nut flush draw. Glenn flops top pair of queens.
Nice.
And
Mole with the
Glenn
nut
right
flush
now,
draw.
Glenn right now with the best equity because a bunch of clubs are gone. 6 of hearts on the turn doesn't help anybody really. Gives Cody a pair of 6s.
Glenn's pair of queens, good right now.
I thought they were just looking at. I thought he did something to his ankle or something. Is that Marshall?
Glenn
Son?
letting Cody know that
I don't know.
he's able to see his cards, and Cody, runner ace six, 2 pair is going to be good.
Last night.
Cody going to be aggressive here with his 2 pair. Gonna just take that pot down. Nice little runner action for Cody.
Nice job, Cody. Way to play the one number. Only play the hands you're gonna win.
And Cody silently, who we haven't really heard much from today,
I guess
Up.
that showed her nice.
$435. See, Banks as our big winner right now.
I think you had to do something with the 18 hands. And you played
Blood
2
draw
hands.
ended up in 2 pair.
Lots of different people up and down.
I just gave like 2 aces on one ace.
Aces and- But I had a.
And we'll take a look at the V-pips again. I said it in the beginning of the stream. He's been a man of his word, 100% V-pip. He said he was going to do it.
All these years you got.
Let's see if we can go the full 3 hours playing every single hand.
Yeah. I'm all like.
That's been like 15, 20 years ago. I thought you knew.
For those of you who don't know, VPIP stands for voluntarily put into pot. So this is money that you're not necessarily in the blinds, but you're calling and you're putting money voluntarily into the middle. Glenn doing that every single hand that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
You didn't know what VPIP meant? Destiny back here, she didn't even know what VPIP meant. So I assume some of you at home didn't know what it meant. Shout out to Destiny. She's been dealing poker for a little over 2 years now, just learning what VPIP means. Dorian with aces, one of them suited. Got some low cards working with him.
I don't know. He's running back for him.
We're going to go 5 ways off to this flop.
I thought he was going to go to 4. I don't know.
Cornerbacks can't catch.
See a flop of 6, 7, 8. Kelly flopping the nuts, checking in the dark.
Watch the Texas. You didn't see him at Boy Play?
I didn't watch him. I didn't-
Kelly with that straight draw wrap that I was talking about. Those are the kind of hands that I love to see.
So what is he?
Love to see. The Jack 10-9. He can hit nearly. He's got the nuts already, but he can hit nearly every card in the deck
That's all whenever you ran it, he's going to
to improve. Sheena missed what it means. VPIP stands for voluntarily put into pot, meaning you're not necessarily in the blinds. The blinds is involuntary money, so that's money that you're not putting into the pot, but VPIP stands for voluntarily put into the pot. So every time that you're putting money into the middle without being in the blinds or you're making a call, something like that, that's what VPIP stands for. So we've seen Glenn every single hand today has put money that he didn't need to into the middle. And that comes when you're raising every single hand. The pre-flop raises, Glenn has bumped up the price to poker every single hand today. 100% of the time. And I can almost bet you surely that he's going to be the first person to do that and probably the only person to do that on the poker live stream.
Yeah. Well, MPH is off. Tone the cannon down from a 9 to an 8. You know, give him a shot.
We got Henry saying it means you donk out pretty much. Yeah, we saw Henry on the stream last week with the lowest VPIP at the table, I believe. So you're either a donk who puts all the money in the middle, or you're a nit like Henry who doesn't put the money in the middle.
Archie Manning was good number 1.
Lower the VPIP, the less hands you play. Higher the VPIP, the more hands you're a part of.
Is that true? They don't usually not.
They don't usually not. That's a technical term.
Alan as well saying
Don't usually not.
playing 1 out of every 20 hands and nit.
Rocket did mild and not going like run overall.
From Notre Dame. He was awesome.
Well, the quarterback class coming up is actually really bad. So realistically, he probably.
I would love to get Alan on one of these live streams, see how many hands he ends up playing.
Yeah, but they could win a game. And then,
I didn't mean first play overall. I meant like first.
yeah. First QB. Yeah. I think you're right. I think honestly you're right with that. No troll.
And you don't think he's gonna?
Lots of hands here. A lot of people want to see a flop.
There's a lot of
Flop is Queen, 10, 3, rainbow.
He started. You know, he looks like he's having a lot of fun.
Larry's pocket king still good right now.
Some people, that's you know, maybe-
Glenn drawn to a gut shot, 9.
I don't know. Man. I think
Some games he looks like.
Did you see the way he went for the coach?
Larry's going to lay down his pocket king here.
I want to see him. I want to see him in a game.
And Glenn's just going to take it down. The power of aggression pays off once again.
Against a good team. Yeah, I want to see him in that situation. Half though, but I'm talking like in the game, like he needs a 2 minute.
He needs to get more
Did you see after the game when he
If
went?
overtime wins, he came back against. No down like what 20 against. Kentucky, you know, like
Some nobody. That's, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
they were down a lot.
I want to watch it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I remember when he did
I
that.
didn't see the game.
He's got the first like week 2 was really bad, but also our receivers are not very good. Like
The offensive line is super soft.
Quinn had 34 first round picks and March.
Oh,
and
yeah.
other guys.
Yeah,
Could've had it.
Yeah, and a really good line.
So I blame the
Here at the table talking about Texas football. Obviously coming off that big win yesterday against Texas A&M.
You have wheel spin.
Oh yeah, I did.
Not full.
Yeah, he did.
Is there video footage of that?
Yes.
It improved though, didn't it?
I had 84 Kings.
On the river.
Do you?
Your hands are only made on the river.
Yeah, well, I mean that's usually when I want.
Talking about the wheel spin promotion that we got going on here at the River League.
It's on the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep flopping
Spin the
down,
wheel.
but Mo knows about flopping.
In PLO, you got to flop it. Flop a full house or better. And in our Hold'em games, you just have to make a full house or better. Glenn with double suited aces on the button. I wonder if he's going to raise this one. Who would have thought he's going to make it the max?
I'm gonna go spin this wheel.
He's one of those guys that you never know if he plays so many hands and is aggressive in so many hands, so that when he actually does have it, it's hard to believe him sometimes. So he's going to get a call from everybody and their brother. We're going to go 6 ways off to this flop.
Random player.
Fire to the left.
And those straight holdings that I was talking about earlier, though, like 9-8.
He almost got a player close.
Kelly flopping top set of queens. Larry with that straight wrap, like I was talking about earlier. Action's going to check over to Glenn with those pocket aces. Got backdoor flush opportunities working as well.
All $12 of it.
Larry going to call with a straight wrap up and down. Lots of cards that can help him. Look here, Kelly is he's just going to make the call here with top set, looking for the board to pair. Lots of interesting turns here. A heart or a club could improve Glenn to the nut flush draw. There's the heart. And 10-8 makes a straight for Larry. So we got the nut flush, top set, and a straight.
My brother is pastor, so I'm.
Larry with the best of it right now. Let's see if he's going to put some money in the middle.
And then my ears turn red and I start sweating out my eyes.
Yeah.
It's not crying, sweat.
Is it blood?
And you can see Kelly with top set just 12% now, looking for the board to pair.
Did you call?
He's going to make it 300 and get a call from Glenn quickly. Larry with the best hand. Obviously does lose to King 10. He's going to lay down his straight. So now we got the nut flush draw versus top set. Glenn can hit
Oh, it's gonna have 4 reds.
a 10 for a gut shot or a heart. You see a lot of those hearts are already been folded.
I put 100 out there.
Probably noticed because I was gonna give you change. And I was like,
Go up to a river. It is a 10. Ace King, Broadway for Glenn. He's going to put all the money in the middle. Obviously lots of straights out there.
Hit the river again.
I'm all in.
You heard Michael say it the hand before. Glenn doesn't make his hands to the river.
Like, it's like
And it follows right up with him making a hand on the river. All in for 205 into a pot of 1,200.
I feel like they do it with the wheel spin.
Yeah. They just yeah.
Letter by letter.
Yeah.
Did you really hit the river? When did you get it all in the turn?
And Larry folding the straight,
Goddamn river.
and he would have got rivered as well. Glenn making the nuts on the river.
Money out there. Didn't mean to call.
Miracle 10.
You're 12.50 in the pot.
How much is it? 2?
See Glenn's hat. Gamble irresponsibly. And backing it up with that 100% VPIP and pre-flop aggression. But you know, sometimes you make some hands.
5, 4, 3. You still got all the money. I'll make little dog marks.
Yeah, there you go.
Styrofoam cups. Now that we're in the modern.
Kelly in a very awkward situation with that set of queens. Good old 2-outer.
Extreme, it's over.
Let's see if Kelly's going to pay him off.
In Green Bay.
Extreme will tell you where you're at, it's over. You can go look at it.
That's gonna be tough.
Wait 15 minutes, we'll tell you whether you're up there.
He's going to make the call. Get shown the bad news.
So you know, everybody knows where you're up or down.
Turn the hard draws again.
And Kelly's going to have a little hand funeral.
Flop nuts.
Kelly flopping the nuts. Getting drawn out on. That'll happen in PLO. Glenn's going to get paid. Doubled up through Kelly. And Kelly, obviously, who was our biggest winner on the night, now down $5. That just shows you the swing for this game.
He wins. He flopped nuts. He wins.
Most PLO games, yeah, lots of variants, lots of different swings that can come along. And Glenn with that big stack now, I think we're going to see some people adding on. You see Larry pulling out the wallet. Going to add some chips.
3 blacks and rest green. Oh, well. When I get playing this game. I don't know why that's those blacks.
Then the years.
Oh, no, I didn't say 2020.
To all of you people that missed out on the beginning of the stream, lots of exciting stuff happening here at the River League in the month of December. All you tournament players, lots of fun tournaments coming up. Obviously, tomorrow we have the final day of our Rivers League. Day 2 will be on December 7th. That is next Saturday. I know a lot of people are excited for that one. And on Friday, we have the tag team tournament. So find a partner to play the tag team, or you can come in by yourself, and we will find a partner for you. And then after those 2 tournaments, we have a big tournament coming up, $120 buy-in with 4 different flights, $10,000 guaranteed. So always got those cash games rolling, but also have those exciting tournaments coming up. Kelly going to put in a 3-bet here with Ace-Jack 10-3 with those hearts working. Go into those pocket 10s. And you can see he's an 80% favorite pre-flop, holding one of Glenn's 10s.
Oh, I thought it was closer to mine. Okay, that's not your list.
Well, I mean, they had like 28 points at halftime. Oh, wow. So it wasn't like.
Flop is ace high.
He ended up hitting right because he allowed everything up there, right?
Kelly going to stick with the aggression here and get a fold out of Glenn.
No. Aces up and jack. 50, but after the last one, I lost $700.
I heard you say you couldn't get $5 handed.
And Kelly, after doubling up Glenn, going to get 200 of it right back the very next hand.
That's not a good call. Shouldn't have called it. Hands put money up there.
And Alan, you're absolutely right. When you have a player like Glenn who's hot, plays every single hand, and he gets paid off,
But
it's going to be tough to beat him. You know, he's one of those players, I've said it over and over again. It's hard to think that he has it, but sometimes he just does have it. And a player who you can't really get a read on, it's hard to make decisions from there.
Fuckers up, huh?
And Glenn away from the table could ruin his 100% VPIP.
I couldn't hear you down here. Say it again.
Banks with ace, ace, queen, jack.
I was like, church probably.
Dorian with pocket kings and threes.
This is going out all over.
He's gonna make the call.
All over the world. So who was second? Who was there? Who was the? Well, if Cody can't do it,
Kelly with that straight wrap type of hand that I was talking about earlier. Glenn with the pocket jacks gonna make it 50.
Michael.
And Michael with the other 2 aces.
he didn't know the red chips in. So
The devil's involved with this whole situation too.
Looks like I came back to a fun hand.
Lots of interesting hands here for sure.
He did say something. really
Aces, kings, jacks.
he did.
Bunch of suited cards.
Flop's gonna come out 8-5 deuce with a couple diamonds.
Dorian flopping the nut diamond draw, actually, since Banks has the dry ace of diamonds.
Kelly with a gut shot straight flush draw.
Open-ended straight, gut shot, straight flush.
Those are the hands that I was talking about. Those straight wraps.
And Mike Martinez actually flopping top 2 pair with 8-5 here.
protection.
Currently has the best hand, but it's very vulnerable.
Kelly could have put all of his money in the middle as well.
Not blaming Kelly at all right now. If he hits his flush, since Dorian was the short stack, if he hits his flush, he will win the hand.
Glenn with not much of a draw to anything here. I guess he has a gut shot to his 6, but obviously the 6 won't help him with Kelly's hand.
I feel like this is just going to be... It should be an easy fold for Glenn to make.
I feel lucky already.
Michael, good luck. Larry,
He's got to know that he's in
My stack.
basically dead.
good luck, Destiny. Good luck, Chris commentating and Brooke
It is Thanksgiving. I like that attitude.
Good luck, Mike.
Well, I listened to Cody's prayer.
We already had 1 pair of aces folded. Can we get the second pair of aces folded? With all that action
I think
behind
it's going to
him.
be a little harder for him to fold the top 2.
Yeah.
'Cause he's got to think that he's ahead right now with the top 2, but that's an extremely vulnerable hand, especially when you don't have diamonds.
You said something.
He said you were the best,
said that you
whatever
were
it was.
good.
And he is tied right now at Dorian for equity, but
He said you were the best.
Dang, if it was Glenn, I'd
I
snap
think
it off.
folding here might be the best decision.
He said if it was Glenn, he'd snap it off.
Yeah,
He's going to lay down his aces and top 2 pair.
and
I was gonna say,
Dorian with the most equity right now with the king high flush draw,
And
and
his pair of kings.
Pair of
is
kings.
Just ahead.
but
If he
Kelly
got my
open-ended
I got my own.
with top pair, also not in bad shape.
I mean, I got no redraw. I got no redraw.
All he has to do is hit any 4 through 9, 4 through 10 actually. Queen no good. River is another queen, not going to help anybody, and Dorian's going to take this with kings.
How do you miss that hand? I'm with that.
Wow.
I'm big favor over king.
Nice hand, Dorian. Good work.
Yeah, diamonds, right?
Yeah, it's
Somebody-
right there.
That's 3
I heard
blockers.
somebody
Two
pulled an
blockers.
ace.
That's 2 blockers.
top
I feel good about it.
I love it.
Thank you.
Good hand. I'm telling you.
As you should. As you should. Yeah.
That's
There you
blocker,
go. Drop the
top
card
two.
with the money.
It's nice of Larry to
A bad fold is better than a bad call. I'll write that down for you.
You put a 1, huh?
Dorian says,
Yeah,
that.
aces.
I'll win the next one.
Yeah, they.
Oh gosh, guys are just limping aces, limp calling aces. Oh,
I didn't win it.
who
I
gave
let
this
the
guy
better
some
bet,
cream? Oh,
right?
You did the better bet.
So,
Yep.
aces, kings, queens, that.
It's not really limping.
You
It's
pick up your deal on it.
it's cold calling. a free bet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not limping, I'm calling 25. And if I dare raise that 25,
Well,
it's gonna cost
honestly,
me my
to be
fucking
fair,
stack.
calling 200.
You
The
know?
last time we saw
Not-
Glenn play was
not
ace,
fucking-
king, deuce,
Full
double
time.
suited. So it's not like Glenn's playing bad cards.
No. Well, yeah, no, it is.
We're back to the action here. Hand number 25. Glenn obviously raising.
The deck's just hitting it.
Ooh, good hand for Tracy here. Ace, queen, queen, 10 with a suited ace. Got to be considering raising here. And he does. Makes it $80.
So he come for this call, isn't it? Calls him the devil. God dang, it's 32.
Yeah, I had
I
34.
think this might be-
That's crazy.
This is one of the only times I think Tracy's raised pre-flop all day today.
And rightfully so. That's a beautiful hand.
Okay, we talk about Cody.
Kelly got to be uncomfortable right now with pocket jacks with 3 diamonds in his hand.
He's not gonna go very far.
Does
We talked about it.
currently have the most equity right now, surprisingly.
Glenn's just gonna put them all in
Yep. Glenn's just going to get the money in.
with his clubs dominated as well.
His clubs are dominated. His pocket pair is dominated. So right now, all he's got going for him is the fact that he's got straight cards, the low or middle straight cards.
Don't do that yet. Wait at least till the low cards get there.
I'm gonna put my money on Tracy's hand this time.
Not a bad bet.
Oh.
993 on the flop with the clubs.
Looks to me like they would have got the money in the middle anyway with those
10 on
flush
the
draws.
turn. Glenn's drawing pretty thin here.
Top pair.
7 on the river, no good. And Tracy's going to win this
Kill
with
that
pocket
hand.
queens.
Kill that hand.
Are you shitting me? Oh.
You got queen out of 10.
That's why you play top 30 hands.
I stopped 30 hands.
Not a bad win for Tracy on that hand.
Oh. I was on the wheel on that. I had pocket threes.
Thanks, sir.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Looking at our
Yeah.
stack chart right now, you can see Glenn and Larry both with just over $1,000 apiece. Mitch and Tracy still at the bottom of the chart with a little under $400 apiece. And that lines up pretty well with our winnings right now. Glenn up almost $400. The Mole, the biggest loser right now, down almost $900.
You.
Glenn is
And a
still
mole.
pondering how he didn't river that.
Moving on to hand
Did you see that?
number
Yeah, seriously.
26, I believe.
How did I not river?
He's like, I had an out.
Yeah. Oh.
When he changed next. What's crazy is that Amol's playing the inverse of you. He's playing top 3 hands versus top 30.
The Mole, not a bad hand here. 7-6-4-4, double suited.
Playing top 5 hands.
Glenn obviously going to raise here with King Queen 6-3.
We drink at 4 cards.
Tracy with another amazing hand.
Back to back.
Ace King King Deuce with a suited ace.
A little sus about that.
He raised.
That might be a top 50 hand. We might be out of.
An Executioner here, also not a bad hand. 8-6-5-5, double suited.
Yeah.
Flop's going to come out jack high. Cody flopping top pair with his ace jack, but a Mole flopping a set of 4s and the only heart draw. He also had a gut shot to a 5. That would give Mike Martinez a set of 5s, be a very bad card to come out for him. Cody going to bet out here with his top pair, bet $75. About half pot. He's also got open-ended with his 10-9. Does not want to see the queen or the 7 hearts, though.
Top 30 hands are top.
That's my top 2.
Top 30 hands are top.
The Mole going to pot it here. Has a lot of equity. Bottom set, gut shot straight, and a heart draw. Do not blame him for potting it here.
It's in my top 2.
Puts Cody in a very bad position considering he doesn't have any hearts. And you can see he's got 36% to win, but right now he only has 1 out.
Yeah.
Queen of Hearts would not help him, and all of the other queens have been folded. And the Mole has the 7 of diamonds in his hand, so the 7 that gives him a straight was the 7 of hearts, which also wouldn't be good for him. So he's only drawing to 1 out right now for his open-ended straight draw. He is going to make the call, though.
Good luck, Kelly.
And we'll see if Cody can hit his 1 out. He can turn more outs. He does have runner, full house outs. 3 of clubs on the turn helps nobody.
Actually, I take that back. It was queen.
And again, Cody just in a bad spot now, drawing to just the queen of spades.
I don't know. I want to see more. I want to see it. I wish the spade would came, but I mean, I have 9 10 top pair.
Yep.
Spade.
Spade would have also been good for him on the turn. Unfortunately, 3 of clubs just does not help him at all.
I mean, maybe you got set of jacks. I don't think you have set of eights. Set of fours, good fucking job doing that. Put you on a set of eights.
Oh, coughed it up.
No, it was a.
Is it going to be considered a catch?
Do they have the same rule as in the NFL? You got to make a football move.
It's
Then it's probably an
yeah,
eight.
he's calling it.
Incomplete, right?
You gonna give me a 7 on a suck out?
What time is it?
Larry,
What time is it? When's that?
It's 9:25, I believe.
You need a digital one.
Cody's thinking long and hard about this one. He's mostly wondering if his open-ended is actually good, and it would be good if it hit. The problem is he only has the one clean out.
By far, he don't ever bluff. Well, what
Queen of Hearts and the 7 of Hearts would help him, and unfortunately the other queens and 7s are all accounted for right now.
Not here doesn't mean you can't compliment him.
Like, did you
But
jack
dude,
an eight?
I do bluff, and everybody knows because they call my camera.
Set of eights. I think I'm gonna hit.
How many times?
He thinks he's going to hit. He's going to put the money in.
oh, he's got a flush.
I'm gonna hit it. Queen.
Looking for the dry queen. Trip Jack's not going to be any good. Force full is going to be good here. And a mole wins another big pot.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Cody, why would you call the best player at the table?
Because
Just like
like Glenn says, I'm
The mole now with over $1,500 in his stack.
bleep, bleep, we need some bleeping going on here.
confidence juice might be kicking in.
God damn.
You were in the room when you shot that.
And,
You made a deal with the
just
devil.
keep everybody updated. Glenn still sticking to his plan. 100% VPIP, 100% pre-flop raise. He's actually one of the only people that's raised pre-flop. Everybody else has just been letting him drive the action.
Well, if this should have
We'll run so good.
Spade on the turn.
He had about 5 more outs than Glenn would have had. And Glenn would have snapped the turn.
There's no chance. Glenn was in it and he did it. So you're lucky there.
Oh, no.
Glenn took his hand going, you weren't raising? What's going
I
on?
was gonna buy his hand.
You're gonna want that.
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
this earlier, Chris. Glenn said he was going to have the 100% VPIP. I think he's going to be the only person that ever plays on the River League live stream that has that going for him.
Very likely.
On the flop, I mean, you already put in 300. You can't fold over 400.
Already.
Yeah, it's supposed to just put it on.
But it would have been nicer.
It would have. I mean, yeah, it's
And waking up with a premium.
definitely would have been.
That aggression might pay off for him this time. Ace, king, king, deuce with suited ace, king.
Yeah. I'm drilling.
Definitely a premium hand.
I'm drilling actually. I'm like,
Glenn snapper.
Let's see if anybody else wakes up with something good. Banks, 10-9-9. Dorian with pocket queens.
Again?
Mitch with an
Mitch.
interesting.
Check this account. Your first
He's got $5 in there. He wants to see a flop.
He's got $5 in there and he's closing the action. I don't hate the call here. Flop 10-10-3. Banks flops trip 10s.
But more than a check,
Nobody has the club draw, so Banks very comfortably in the lead right now. And despite Glenn having ace, king, king, he is pretty far behind right now.
Yep, I
Glenn
think
making-
we're going
or-
to get this one down to heads up.
Glenn gonna bet it. Banks gonna make a smart just call here, just to see what Glenn does.
130.
He's going to pot it here with his trip 10s.
Glenn's showing a bit of weakness here. Banks gonna pot it, try and get more value out of him.
I didn't have that covered, but I didn't.
Looking for a king on the river or a 3. Neither one of them come. Trip 10s is going to be good here.
Banks going to put the money in the middle. He's going to take this one down.
Never hurts to flop the best hand.
You got arrested that night.
Banks quietly becoming one of our biggest winners today. Hasn't been playing a ton of hands, but when he's in the hand, he's had it.
wow.
Change out dealers real quick. Get Marco back in the box. Taking a look on the back end here, it looks like we got between Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, we have 33 viewers right now. Appreciate everybody for being here.
Yeah, this is what, our 4th or 5th cash live stream now, and the viewers just keep growing and growing. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Lots of more exciting streams coming your way in the month of December. We've had PLO now. What are some other games you think we have coming, Chris? I think Big O probably in the mix sometime here soon, yeah?
Yeah, there's no way we don't do a Big O stream some point in the near future. It's too popular of a game here.
Yeah, the people at the River League love Big O. We had 3 cash tables rolling last Tuesday of Big O. So I think it's safe to assume that we're going to get one of those games here soon.
Glenn with another pretty good hand here. Queen 10-10 deuce, suited Queen 10.
Got him.
I don't hate some executioner's call here. 6-5-4 deuce, double suited. Covers all of the low cards. Everybody else looks like they're playing high cards right now.
Both of his flush draws kind of crushed, but can make a lot of straights with that kind of hand.
Mitch with one of these middling hands I was talking about earlier. King, queen suited with pocket threes gives him a decent amount of options.
And Michael flopped an open ender with that hand we were talking about. Pair and a straight draw.
Executioner here with bottom pair open-ended. Dorian with the nut flush draw.
And a
8-10
gut
club.
shot.
And a gut shot to a 9.
Those hands are really rating high.
I will look that up.
Queen comes out. Doesn't really help anybody.
Dorian now with a gut shot to a king as well. And the 9's going to get him a straight.
Unfortunately, Michael's hand does not improve. That's going to be a bet from Dorian and a very quick fold from Michael.
Low, Mike?
Yeah, that's why I folded it. I had a high.
Dorian, one of our frequent Big O players, making jokes about him playing for the low. Obviously in PLO, high 4 card, there is no low, so looks like we got a Glenn fan in the chat. Say hello to Jordan. Let's go, Glenn.
He's doing pretty good so far. A little under $1,000 in his stack, but he's up a little bit over $100 right now.
He wanted you to fall.
And Glenn sticking with that aggressive style, making it a blind pot of 20 in the dark. Let's see if he wakes up with anything good here.
That's definitely not a bad hand.
Definitely
Ace,
not a
King,
bad
10,
blind
7,
hand, that's
King
for
10
sure.
suited.
I'm happy he has it.
See if anybody else wakes up with a premium.
What he means is he's available for the full double.
Larry with a little bit of a middling hand here. 8-7-6-4 covers all the middle cards. 8-7 suited, it's not bad. Dorian waking up with another good hand. Jack 10-10-4 with Jack 10 suited.
I think this is going to be the most ways we've gone off to a flop today. We're going 7 ways to a flop.
Mole with pocket kings. Unfortunately, his king's not suited, but he does have 7-3 of clubs. Flop is king high, gives a Mole top set. And Dorian, the only one here with a spade draw.
Glenn flopping top pair with the driest of spades. We could see him try to use those blockers you were talking about earlier.
And Mitch and Larry both with bottom 2 pair here, 8-6. Mitch going to wisely get out of the way here. Surprisingly, Dorian folds his flush draw. So we have no more spade draws left.
Yeah, and if
Mole-
that spade does roll off on the turn, I do think we see Glenn go for it.
Mole potting it here with his top set. Not worried about being called by a spade draw. More than happy to get it in.
Gonna pop it up here to $540 to go. Definitely not a cheap price.
Puts Glenn in a bit of a weird spot. He does have the gut shot to a 9. to go along with his top pair. He also has the dry ace of spades, but when Amol's being this aggressive, he's not being this aggressive with a flush draw. So the dry ace doesn't really help him all that much.
Yeah, we've seen him all be aggressive 2 times today, and he had a set both times. So
Larry also going to get out of the way. Roger Collins says Larry's too old to be playing in this game. He's going to need a nap.
hey, I saw Larry walk in today with his bottle of wine, big smile on his face. I think he was excited to play the live stream today.
Oh yeah. Not doing all that well, but having a good time regardless. He's down a little bit over $300 right now.
You know, and this was just this had nothing to do with football. You're trying to you're trying to value your
But it's back play for me. I mean, it's basic information.
the 9 when you know the players that are in the hands we're not
I also have the ace of spades, so I shouldn't give you raise.
Going into hand number 30. Cody waking up with a hold and fold. 3 4s in his hand.
For those of you who don't know the hold and fold game, any of our multi-card games that people play, 4-card, 5-card, even bomb pots, sometimes people play it. But when you have 3 of a kind in your hand, it's called a fold and hold. And sometimes people have side bets where you can pay people depending on if they have trips in their hand or full house in their hand. Quads, lots of exciting stuff.
Glenn waking up with a decent hand. A mole raised it to $40. And Glenn raising over the top.
Yes, 125. Plains folds, folds, folds.
And looks like we're going to go
Yes, sir.
3 ways to this flop with our 3 action players.
Everybody kind of similar hands
He
here.
wants to hit the set.
I think it's
He
just
gets
a matter of
everything
who
that's
flopped
going
best.
on. He doesn't want to get it in, hit the set. He wants to wait. So it feels good about
Flop
it,
is
you know?
jack high. A mole flopping top pair here. Nobody with a spade draw. Glenn flopping middle pair of 5s. Turn is a 6. Puts the spade draw out there.
Nobody with those spades. Glenn's going to represent him.
And Amol's still ahead here with top pair jacks. But going to get out of the way when the spades come in. It's a good bit of aggression from Glenn. Something surprising today. Tracy actually with the lowest VPIP in the room, 20%. Very surprising. And
The thing
Cody not too much ahead of him with only 26%.
Yeah, the thing I was thinking about with Tracy earlier, we haven't really seen him play any post-flop poker today. It's just kind of been, I have a good hand, let's put all the money in the middle and run it once, and if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. Haven't really seen him have to make any sort of decisions with his holdings today.
What is surprising though is out of all the hands that get played, Tracy has taken most of his hands to showdown. 66% of the hands that he's been in have went to showdown, compared to second place right now is only 33%.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Move over to hand number 31 here.
Tracy folds. Bruce. Mr. Glenn, can I get your cards for Larry calls, Michael calls, Plains folds, Dorian calls?
From Executioner just limping in here with ace, king, king. Dorian with double suited aces. Ace, ace, 10, 10. Beautiful holding there. Everybody just limping in. Glenn will bet it.
Yeah.
And he's going to raise it up.
We did that in 7th night crib. We never punted.
Make it $35 to go.
Doesn't matter. Let me ask you.
We never punted once.
Do you think before trains,
I don't get that.
before trains existed,
On all but one game too that way.
they ran wagons on the mama? Motherfucker.
Michael just limped in. I'm assuming he expected Glenn to put in a raise. I'm wondering if he's going to put in the 3-bet here.
This guy was making jokes a second.
He is. He's going to make it 125, I believe, to go
When
now.
Michael invited you, you're like, oh,
Dorian going absolutely nowhere with those double suited aces.
Like that.
Yeah. You hear that one there?
What?
Fucking dippity doo over here raising again. I asked him, I said, Hey, do you think before it drains the river?
Kelly with those pocket sevens. Got those spades working. He's gonna let it go.
Yeah, see, it gets better every time. I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm sure.
come on, I'm home again.
No.
That's pretty good.
Glenn flopping top two pair. It is the best of it right now.
It would not be a 550 beat down.
Where you want?
The clicks will be.
He's gonna pot it.
Watch this fat.
Right before he said that,
Redhead kid get the shit beat out of him.
it's just
I
funny
get it.
'cause
He's gonna make it
Bryce just
390.
goes on stream. Oh, Miss Titty, thanks for tuning in. Good luck.
Thank you, everyone. Just missed the river.
He's got the clubs working. There's the club on the turn. Need the board to pair. Wrong one pairs. Joey does have jack deuce. Didn't even notice he flopped 3 pair. Needed the board to pair, and it came.
Dude,
Glenn making a full house.
Dodge the river. Told you, dodge the river.
Got jacks full of twos.
No, I don't know.
I know you clubs.
Not bad.
No, because he rivered it.
Hover.
Go!
Come on, let's
go.
go. Let's
Come on.
go.
You've got 300, doesn't
That's crazy.
he? 300
The river. Nice hand, Frick.
I was ahead. Nothing funner than.
Wait for Glenn to raise
Not gonna
and
do
jam it back into him.
Anybody anything to drink?
I'll actually take your cold water.
Room temp
That's what
water.
we're doing.
and, cold water.
Can I raise every hand and still win?
I'll let me do this right here.
Yeah.
We
So you're going to get 3
Thanks.
Yeah,
When he hands it to us, we can just switch them out. It's a weird
You
game.
have to hit the river 4 times. You have.
I was ahead.
Go green.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll try that.
Am I blind? No.
Yeah, we'll try it out.
Wait a minute.
Back to the action here. Hand number 32. Take a look at some of the stacks that we got going right now. Lots of money on the table. We knew this would happen.
Thank you.
Did you raise?
A Mole and Glenn with a lot of the chips out there on the table. Banks with over 1,000 as well. Larry almost $1,000. Would love to see some of those big stacks collide
Oh, that was easy.
here in the next couple hands.
I'm down.
Cody with pocket kings.
I always like watching Alabama lose.
Oh,
100%.
Michael raises 150.
Oh, come on.
Mitch folds.
You might find this quite shocking.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Who would have thought?
Glenn raises to 300.
Did you mean to click me?
Swear to God,
This is turning into a pitching match in a heartbeat.
toe tapping a.
We're in a small room too.
And we're going to see this back and forth battle between Glenn and the Mexicutioner. See if anybody else gets caught in the middle of it.
I didn't fold that.
Thank you. Think you and Keel had a chance to get it through?
Who?
They are all in.
Would you?
Okay, show me what I gotta beat.
That might differ.
300 apiece.
Yeah, they'd be fine.
See it
I-
when
no,
they're
no,
not
no,
each other.
Glenn obviously smashed here with his diamonds not
They
working.
would be
But nobody with a pair yet. Till now, Glenn flops a pair of sixes, which is going to be the best hand as of right now.
You were on
I
day.
mean, they are.
That's awesome. I didn't know
To
they
the
were that
turns,
close.
the 8 of clubs. Nobody's got clubs, but Michael, pair of
See,
8.
that's the kind of team
now
that we
ahead.
could beat. Tech would love to
Rivers
play
a
y'all.
deuce. Glenn with sixes and twos.
I told you the river deuce.
And the rich get richer.
You did turn open ended though. You knew the deuce on the river was a bad card.
The deuce on the river is not blink. Just so everyone's aware.
Michael, you playing that shit out of hand, let me straddle.
He wants to be ultra loud. You have positional. Everybody like really.
I had kings there, but I had worst two cards to go with kings.
We had kings upon king, and then both y'all are like, oh,
Michael,
we're
what was you
playing
to find?
jets.
This
Put
way.
your money in.
Either one.
Well,
What you did there was good.
I thought for sure.
I have to say,
Yeah.
I was waiting.
Sometimes you don't.
don't cry.
I got a sandwich between. You can wait.
But I mean,
Do it on the flop. There's not a lot of folding. 2700.
I've stayed before. I'm never gonna stay.
Why do you think you're Why do you think
I was up all night till a whole.
The strategy is what Tracy's doing.
You called him?
I was talking about
Play top 30 hands.
I was up top after that set of queen.
And then still get lose on the road.
17.
I'm a good player. I just got back.
Michael Wages?
You just don't forget to
I
do
know.
that.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad luck. That was bad calling against the player I should have called. And I bet it out loud.
Michael Land, can I get the cards?
it's 20.
Oh, you raised this.
Just for you. Just for you. I didn't even ask change, so you can do what you do.
Fuck the game up. Just call.
Oh, God. What the hell?
Must not have a card.
Didn't have a deuce.
So that they're doing, helping get another spin set up for our prize wheel. We had a random player drawing spin, and talked with Tracy a little bit. Told him we were surprised at how few hands he was playing, and his answer to me was it's all part of the strategy that he's got for today.
Interesting strategy from Tracy, obviously. He plays a lot of hands when he's not in the stream room, so changing things up today. Mitch can move all in here with his ace, 8-7-4, lots of diamonds in his hand.
Looks like Mike Martinez taking a bit of a gamble here. Queen Jack 3-3, not a bad hand, but he is pretty far behind right now to Larry's double suited king.
Really? No anaconda squeeze right there?
And I believe we just saw Glenn fold his first hand of the night pre-flop.
And very wisely so with Larry in the hand specifically. You know Larry's not getting in there with nothing.
Everybody's all in but me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mitch already getting ready to rebuy here. He's only in 9% equity right now with 3 diamonds in his hand. Not really the best hand to be going all in with.
So everybody's all in. We're going to go to a run out. We got a side pot between Michael and Larry, I believe. Mitch all in the main pot. $810 in there.
We see a
King in the
king on
window,
the flopping.
king's full.
And Larry just flops him dead with kings full. Very
No chance
unfortunate.
and no outs here for anybody else.
And Larry just going to very quickly steal everybody's money there with kings full.
Bigger boat.
How you get a spin, Larry?
Much bigger boat. Oh, it is.
And that is correct. Cody said that correctly. Larry does get a spin. The rules are a little different when we're playing Omaha and PLO. You do have to flop the hand
Flop the hand and not improve.
and not improve because you do have to play all the cards on the flop. So Larry flopping kings full there. While we have 2 tables running, it is full house or better. So he is going to get a wheel spin for that hand on top of winning $600.
Orlando's gonna pop it. He thought about it.
Glad it hit me at 9:30.
Mitch going to be adding on 300 after getting stacked just now.
Yeah. See if the house will give you the house.
So how many weeks are you
Mhm.
hearing?
A little bit of a chink in Glenn's armor there. He's no longer a 100% pre-flop raiser.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we actually
uh,
saw Kelly make it 20 there, and Glenn just flat calls. So
Surprising move from Glenn.
not going to be 100, but the VPIP is still at 100%.
Yep.
And I don't think that's going to be going anywhere.
No, very unlikely to be going anywhere.
My nerves are still fucked up.
And his pre-flop raise is still at a very, very healthy 96% right now.
I was scared.
No.
People in San Angelo, we got 2 tables rolling right now, the live stream table and a 1-3 game happening outside of the live stream. So if you're in town Saturday night not doing anything, you want to come play some poker, spin the wheel, come on down. I'm sure this game will continue after the stream as well.
Yeah, try not to.
We're open until 4 a.m. tonight. So after we're done commentating here, me and Chris will be out there throwing some cards around.
We've been playing a little fast. We need to slow down for them all.
Come on, baby.
He's not used to this pace.
$20 for a revenue.
For what?
Well, no Ronnie here, no.
Glenn going back to his pre-flop raise with Queen 9-6-5. Cody going to make the quick call with pocket kings here. Larry waking up with a pretty good hand. Ace, jack, jack 3 with a suited ace.
It's a normal flow game.
We're going to go 5 ways to this flop. Glenn and Cody both sharing 28% equity right now. Flop is 3 diamonds and Mitch flops the nuts. Nut flush.
We saw this a second ago. Mitch flopped the nut flush, and he checked it all the way. Let's see if he doesn't make the same mistake again. He's not going to this time. But $40.
Going to bet third pot just to see if he can get any callers. Unfortunately for him, nobody else.
Larry with
has
a set of
diamonds.
jacks.
Larry does have a set of jacks. He's the only one that's probably going to give him any money.
Looking for the board to pair.
Unfortunately, he is holding one of his own outs right now. He's got the 3. 6 on the turn is not going to help anything, but it does give him an extra out to hit.
It's going to go check, check here. Will the board pair on the river? It won't. Nut flush is going to hold.
Larry actually going to take the lead here.
Mitch with the nuts.
Mitch obviously not going anywhere with the nuts.
King's hand. Very classical.
Yeah. Wasn't even
Which
remotely
call?
shocked by it.
Jacks.
Seemed a bit nervous there.
Hey, spin the wheel, Mitch.
What? What is he gonna
Got
make
diamonds.
He's got flush.
I've got a buck.
No full
Oh,
out.
no, there were 2 threes out there. I was looking at my 3, I guess. Good.
Larry misreading his hand here. Thought he had a full house and the winner.
I'll take my wheels.
He wants the wheels.
I didn't think. I figured Larry was. I thought I had already had a better hand. So he wouldn't call anyway.
Yeah,
You don't get
a
wheel
full
spin.
house for sure.
Huh?
Thank you, sir.
I thought flush paddle wheel spin with 2 tables on it. Don't?
No. Go over there and look.
Cody getting a little confused on the brand new promos. We did just change them yesterday, so not everybody's completely updated on the new promotion just yet.
1 table squad, 2 tables is full house, 3 tables is flush.
There you go. Kelly said it. 1 table quads are better. 2 tables full house are better. 3 tables flush are better. Gets you to spin the wheel. Lots of cash prizes and cool things on there as well.
He has a spin from a minute ago.
So you have to have a vote.
Squad, 1 table, both. Another one, but out. Flush, 3. I thought we still
I
had
thought
flush.
the same thing, Mitch. I thought that didn't start till December.
We were told actually.
And
Well, the wheel does have bigger prizes on it right now.
Yeah,
so
they changed all the wheel spins. There's no aces cracked anymore either. And no.
Oh my God! Why would it?
Yeah, Tony's not happy.
How do you? What happens if one of us loses in quads? We don't get $100.
What's for Christmas?
Mark got bigger coffee cups.
Yeah, we no longer have to drink out of the espresso cup.
It's Mark's first year as the owner, and there's no gifts. That's great.
Cole.
I'm gonna have to.
Cold.
Can I get everybody's cards read, please?
It's actually
Oh, he's gonna do like a Christmas.
everybody.
Tracy 400.
Oh, what the hell is he
Kelly with a good hand here. Ace, jack, jack 9, suited jack 9. Mitch also having a suited king 10 with pocket 10s. We're going to get 7 ways yet again to the flop.
With a mystery hand, you never know what Glenn's got over there. Pre-flop progressor once again.
Courtesy of Mark.
Flop's going to be ace high. And executioner there with his 7-4 actually has 7-4-4. Flopped a set of 4s.
Thanks, Jake.
A mole flopping open-ended with his 6-5. Also has the backdoor club draw.
Kelly with his ace jack gonna lead out here. Just try to, I think it's kind of a feeler bet, figure out where he's at.
Feeler bet, yeah, quarter pot. A little bit of a feeler bet, just to see where he's at. Going to get some snap calls.
Banks making the call here, looking for a deuce or a 6.
You're definitely random.
And then what happens if you get to go spin? and-
Make him a straight.
Yeah, nobody did get to go spin. Gotta be at your seat.
The mole looking for hopefully a club here.
Also flopping open-ended with that 6-5.
Instead, he hits top 2 pair, has ace 10. Unfortunately, he's pretty far behind Mike Martinez's set of 4s right now. Still has the open-ended, though. He can still hit a 3 or an 8.
Everybody's gonna check it over to Kelly, who's was the aggressor on the flop. Let's see a river.
Calls for a diamond. Doesn't get it. 5, and Mike Martinez, best hand right now, a set of 4s.
Mole with his top 2 pair. might think they're good here. Gonna let this one go.
And Kelly, unfortunately, with his feeler bet on the flop, figured out exactly where he's at, and he just has to know that he's no good here.
Think he's just having a bit of a hand funeral here.
Yeah.
Random player drawing. It'll show tablet.
Executioner going to take this hand down.
Kellen, you won. You're the random player.
Well, he'll get $1,000.
And we were talking earlier about how once the table started getting some more money on it, that the aggression from Glenn was going to pay off, and it has paid off beautifully. He is up $1,000 right now
Randomly, man.
after pumping a bunch of money onto the table. Bank's still pretty well up there, almost $700 richer right now. Biggest swing right now, I think, is Mike Martinez. The executioner's down almost $800 right now.
Yeah, we saw his little head-to-head with Glenn going back and forth, and you can see the numbers that match it. Glenn winning both of the all-ins that they had against each other earlier. So he's up and Michael's down. That's how it goes. But Michael winning that last pot, maybe he'll get some momentum.
Alan, really good question. Other than Glenn playing every hand and being a bit of a nit, is there an amount of hands you want to try and play during a game to not be shoved around in a cash game? I think the optimal VPIP is somewhere around 20 to 30%. 20 to 30% gives you enough to where you're playing, obviously, all of the premium hands and playing just enough of the middling and bottom hand to be able to bluff around a bit.
Now that we got the answer from the good poker player, my answer is play as many hands as you can, because we've seen Craig do it, and we've seen Glenn do it, and they've been the biggest winners of these streams.
Yeah.
So
Glenn with a 100% VPIP right now and up $1,000. And Craig always trying to keep his VPIP above 80%, and he's been our biggest winner recently on streams.
no, obviously you want to play not every hand like these guys are doing. You want to play premium hands. But sometimes you got to mix it up with some hands to expand your range a little bit. And I don't know if there's anything that necessarily stops you from getting shoved around in a cash game. The aggressive players are always going to be the aggressive players, whether they're up or down. It's just a matter of picking your spots and sticking to them.
The biggest thing that a lot of people get hung up on is a lot of people get hung up on their exact hand versus their opponent. And they don't realize that players are capable of bluffing. So, like, if you're playing against somebody like, I hate to say this, but somebody like Larry or a Mole that plays a bit tighter, then when they're being aggressive, obviously you can fold a bit more. But if you're playing against somebody like Craig or Glenn that's going to be a lot more aggressive, you do have to call a bit lighter, and that works out. That works out sometimes for them, because that also means that they can be aggressive when they have the best hand.
Yep, I agree.
But
I like to say that my play style has always been nitty until I think I have the best hand, and then very aggressive from that point. It's, like I said earlier, just picking those spots and kind of sticking with them. Just thinking you have the best hand and putting the money in the middle when you think you have it.
Mitch going to take this hand down right here with top two pair. Wins himself $200. The biggest tip I can give anybody as far as playing poker is you have to be like water. You can't just stick with a play style. There's not a specific optimal amount of hands. There's not an optimal VPIP at any specific table. It's you want to be playing to the table. You play based on how everybody else is playing, not how you want to play.
Yeah,
That's the optimal way to win the most amount of money, not just in cash games, but also in tournaments.
Very well said.
You're playing based on how everybody else is playing, not how you specifically want to play.
Yeah. 20-minute blinds.
There's certain people that would think differently on that just because of like the math behind poker. There's certain players that just like numbers, and that's what they play their game strictly based off of, which can be profitable. But there's like the idea of live tells and the way that people are acting and all that different stuff that plays a factor into the overall game as a whole. Kelly waking up with aces double suited.
Very premium hand here. Glenn also not having a bad hand, has a suited ace king. Got some big hands on this one. Cody waking up with ace jack 10 9, 3 diamonds.
Me and Glenn were talking about it this morning. He said, I think this live stream is just going to be me trying to crack aces a bunch of times. And every time that we've seen aces today, it has been limping in, waiting for Glenn to raise it. And then
Kelly putting his money in. He knew Glenn was going to raise. This is what we were talking about earlier. If you're on Glenn's right, you know that he's going to be driving the action. You wait for everybody else to act, and then you pounce on it when you have the best hand.
The old limp re-raise from Kelly.
He's doing it with an extremely good hand. Double suited aces, very good hand. Glenn right now with the best equity. I believe that's because everybody else seems to have the diamonds and hearts that Kelly wants for his flush, but nobody really had any clubs.
Executioner going to put his money in with a lot of straight cards. Spades working for him as well.
He is the only one with a spade draw right now.
I actually do like his hand.
Mitch
Mitch
come
with a
along
very
for the ride.
Mitch with a very similar hand to Michael. Obviously, no flush draws working for him.
He's really bad at that. Yeah, sure.
4 ways to the flop with 650 already in the middle. See if we'll see some action in the side pot. Kelly obviously all in the main pot.
There's a bunch of other prizes too.
See what the flop brings for everybody. Flop is queen high with clubs. Glenn flopping the nut flush draw. Queen 7 deuce doesn't really help anybody. Kelly.
Looks like we do have some side action. Kelly wasn't all in yet. Now he is all in for his last $65. Going to get a call from Glenn right away, and from Michael. Michael with a lot of cards. Or I'm sorry, Mitch with a lot of cards that can potentially improve his hand on the turn. We got Kelly all in the main. Action still to be had on the side. $910 in the middle. We'll see if Glenn can find a club.
Looked like he might have stopped short. It was close.
9.
Turn is a 9. Gives Mitch open-ended with his Jack 10.
Mitch with a full wrap to this board right now. Glenn with his pair of 9s. He's going to bet it here.
It does.
Got 9 deuce 2 pair.
9 deuce 2 pair. Betting with the best of it.
Oh, they called him for holding. I mean, he was.
He's got 2 pair and the nut flush draw. Putting the aggression on. He's ahead of Kelly right now. River card is the 8 of clubs. Glenn makes the nut flush.
River Club. When did you get there?
He talked about those clubs working.
And it's just an unfortunate, very unfortunate spot for Kelly to be in. All the queens were gone. The 7s were out. So there's no way for him to really hit 2 pair.
We talked about it. Glenn trying to crack aces all day, and here he is cracking them again.
Very unfortunate hand for Kelly there.
I was ahead.
Glenn gonna scoop this nice pot. Got that stack up to $2,500.
And the rich do end up getting richer. Glenn is up about $1,700 right now.
Kelly, who is one of our bigger winners to start the day, having to rebuy, bring out the wallet.
He might have broke the wheel.
Looks like we're gonna have a dealer switch out. Say goodbye to Marco and hello to Drayton.
Players, Destiny computer said,
What'd you win, Kelly?
any way that the chips touch the spade, please.
Okay, you come back in.
Don't let,
How about 3?
Don't let him touch it.
yeah, don't let
Make it
it
like a Debbie. That's river. How many times can you river somebody? You're way behind.
I turned 2 pairs.
100%. Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
He had 9 deuce.
The dudes. I picked 9.
I had 9 deuce.
I don't know why you're not proud of it. You say, why say 2 pair? You could just say exactly what it was.
Oh,
I was actually hoping for a 7 on the river. I thought, well, trip 7's my win.
Yeah. Yeah, you said pair the 9, and Glenn goes, okay.
Even if you would have hit 7, it would have been a club.
Yeah.
7 of clubs.
That's kind of glad to see it. I ended up getting straight. I almost said it. It's not working out my favorite call.
Half the flushes. So I'm 50-50.
Going into hand number 38, this live stream. We've got about 45 minutes left to go.
Call.
I'll let him win.
raise 25 from Glenn, fold from Cody.
Glenn going to raise it up. Another decent hand. Ace jack suited and 5 deuce suited.
And you know, Glenn has been the pre-flop aggressor all the time today, but his hands honestly haven't been that terrible that he's raising.
No, there's been some hands that have been kind of middling or kind of questionable, but he's had a decent amount of good hands to go along with it. And that's dangerous for everybody else at the table when the aggressor is the one getting all of the good hands. It makes it very hard for everybody else at the table.
No. There's a lot of different hands.
Flop's going to come out queen high,
That actually qualifies.
and Mike Martinez right now the best hand 7-6 2 pair.
Lots of
Mitch
draws.
flopping, Mitch and Dorian both flopping open-ended with 9-8. Kelly flopping a gut shot with his 10-8.
Now people are watching.
Michael can lead out with those 2 pair for the full amount, 155. We explained earlier, this is a pot limit game. So the most money you can put in the middle is the amount of money that's in the middle. So $155 in there pre-flop. Michael going to put in the full amount. Going to get 1 call from Dorian with his open-ended straight draw. 4, no help to anybody on the turn.
It does give Mike also some straight draws. If he hits a 3, it does give him a straight. He's already ahead, so it wouldn't be doing him any favors. An 8 would be disastrous, though.
He's going to make Dorian make a decision for all of his chips.
That's going to be might be a little difficult for Dorian to fold here.
Dorian's all in for 330.
Drawing to the straight. Is he going to hit it? 7 comes on the river.
That's a full house.
Gives Executioner a full house. 7's full of 6s.
Good answer.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all are proving to me that any 2 cards can win this.
Any 2 cards can, in fact, win this game.
I have one with one hand now, aren't you? I haven't one with one top hand yet. Larry just sent me a raise. I haven't one with top hand yet.
We want to shout out all our people in the chat. Looks like there's about 25 of you watching through all of our different streaming services. Type something in the chat. Tell us what Thanksgiving just happened. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. Type in the chat what your favorite Thanksgiving meal is. My personally is mac and cheese. Chris, what's your favorite Thanksgiving meal?
All depends. Do you want an entree or do you want a dessert?
Ooh, give me one of each.
My favorite entree, I've always been more of a fan of ham than I have of turkey.
My family was always ham instead of turkey as well.
And dessert, I'm a pumpkin pie person myself.
Pumpkin pie, that's a classic. Always a classic. So my family obviously is up in Michigan, so I didn't get to spend this Thanksgiving with them. But I got to go to the Glen Tinney holiday Thanksgiving festivities, and they had a beautiful meal for us.
I beat the median once or
Anything but green bean casserole. I can get behind that, Sheena.
I can get behind that.
Green
I've had
bean
some-
casserole. Destiny saying back here that that's her favorite.
I've had some amazing green bean casseroles. I've had some horrible green bean casseroles.
Shout out to Wes Hopper in the chat.
I keep losing to him in pool, so
Played him in pool last night, and the night before, and the night before. And unfortunately, I think Wes Hopper just might be better than me at pool. We've come to the conclusion that, you know, I think it's because he's playing with his dad, and his dad makes him better. And when he's playing on his own, he's not that good. But when he plays with his dad, he's a lot better. I made a bet with him that if I lost to him in pool, then I had to shout out his pool game on the stream. So that was undeniable equity for Wes when we were playing that game. So he played maybe the best game I've ever seen him play. So shout out to Wes Hopper. You're way better than me at pool.
You guys heard it.
You heard it here
Live
first.
stream.
Henry saying green bean casserole for the win.
Is it true that it was
Henry.
Call of Duty 2 and not just pool?
Destiny says, I love you, Henry.
I beat him for quite a bit.
He told me, show me.
But obviously, we hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We're very thankful for all of you guys here at the River League.
Ooh, I hit 3 pair.
Kelly flopping top pair here with his ace, king, queen, jack. Glenn flopping bottom pair with a pair of 4s.
King, queen.
And Kelly, you're gonna go runner, runner,
I had
pair,
Jack
pair,
also. Look at that hand.
Oh my god.
3 pair, ace, king, queen.
I believe
Hey, top 3 pair. You lose. I would be just
I
proud.
believe him. I swear.
You got me on that one. I thought that's a Jack 10.
Smash that.
He said, "I've never played." In his head, he was like, he's like, "Oh, I work shit, but I'm not coming back ever again." No.
Dang 'em all. I just saw that hand. Where it was you had aces and tens.
Yeah, you blocked.
4-7 with a 5-6.
Yeah.
Man,
You had the winning hand or no?
yeah. They shoot the chips my way.
No, I mean you.
I did have the winning
Yeah.
hand.
I would check.
I swear when he said it, I was like,
Man,
totally
all
thought
kinds
about
of outs.
Very hesitant to fold.
Well, McLean, I don't see
I had
that.
a million. That's how
You're not gonna let you.
Obviously, you can hear the table talking about it. One of my favorite parts of the stream is the idea that you can go back and see kind of the hands that people were playing. I got to play in one live stream myself, and I got into a big hand with somebody. This was over in Kojak's poker room in Midland, and I had pocket eights, and it was all low cards on the flop, and we put a lot of money in the middle, and I was like, I ended up folding, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I made the right fold. Go back and look. He had pocket aces, and I was behind the entire time. So I ended up making the right fold, but it's always cool to see, go back after the stream, see some of the hands you got to play.
Oh yeah. And if you're trying to become extremely good at the game, you do want to do that extra studying of your own game. So being able to be on live stream, being able to go back through all of the hands that you played, being able to figure out where you made mistakes and where you did good, and being able to study and make sure you're doing more of that, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Mitch waking up here with pocket aces. Speaking of, Dorian waking up with 2 pair, 10s and 4s in his hand. And Glenn, again, not a bad hand. King, queen suited with pocket 8s. Mitch, unfortunately for him, holding one of the 8s. But his spades are the best spades right now. Board going to come out all hearts, nobody with hearts.
Mitch with the dry hearts, dry ace of hearts. Dorian with the 4 of hearts.
Mitch probably just going to lead
Gonna
out
represent
here.
it, I think.
Knowing that he's got the dry ace of hearts and pocket aces, he's got to think he's in pretty good shape here.
He's going to go all in, and he's going to get everybody else to fold. Win this nice pot, $420 profit for Mitch there.
I pocket 9.
He's had a rough day, but that's a
9,
nice
8,
one to
7. I
have.
said he'd love my hand.
Yeah, he's come back a bit. He's not in the negative anymore. He's actually up almost $100 right now. Glenn taking a bit of a hit over the last couple of hands. He was up about 1,700 earlier. Now he's down. He's up a little over 1,200 now. A little bit of upstuck.
No, I thought about had 9.
Still maintaining that 100% VPIP though.
Right.
He said it this morning, and I believed him. And now he's out here. He's actually doing it. Playing every single hand is hard to do.
Sure. I knew that.
That's all.
You sure? Well, I said they love my hand because it wasn't just 9s, it was a 7, 8. There was runners with it.
That was not a flop I did like, though.
I thought about just open jamming.
As we go off to the next hand, the Americutioner, pocket kings. We haven't heard much from him. He said it's part of his strategy. Wait for the good ones. Pocket kings, neither of them suited, but I think we can see Tracy in the mix on this one. Or not. Going to lay down pocket kings pre-flop.
yeah.
Glenn's going to raise it up.
Call. 25.
We're going to go 4 ways to this flop here.
I think if you're in a relationship,
Dorian with not much behind.
they're dating.
Just kind of looking to put the money in the middle with his suited ace 4-4-3.
I'm surprised with his chip stack he doesn't just put the rest of the money in. He started this hand with only $90. Henry asking if Tracy's okay. I was asking him the same question earlier, but he says that this is all part of the strategy.
All part of laying down pocket kings pre-flop is some strategy.
And flop comes out 10 high. Bank's going to flop top 2 pair. Executioner flopping a gut shot to a jack. Dorian, unfortunately, not flopping much of anything. Queen comes out, gives
Michael, better
Executioner
two pair.
better two pair, has Queen 8 now to go along with his gut shot. Banks actually going to be the one to lead out here, looks like. What
Banks
happens
makes
here?
it 75.
Oh, no, it looks like Mike Martinez is the one that made it 75.
Your strikes don't get all.
Which makes sense. He turned his two pair, which is going to be good a lot of the time.
No, it actually does look like Banks.
Maybe it's just
Bet
a
the
miss,
turn
but it
and-
happens.
Everybody else laid it down. Banks gonna win another pot here today. You know, we've seen Banks playing.
He's been making some moves. He's in the middle of the road VPIP right now, a little over 40%. But he is our second biggest winner right now, up a little over $600.
I had no idea Doggo was what player he was or is, and he got into a $1,500 PLO tournament. Fucking got in the top 4. We're on the ride
We
home.
appreciate everybody
15
tuning
bins,
in.
12 bins, you know,
Late night stream tonight. We usually start them at what, 7 o'clock? Today we started at 8 o'clock. So a little bit of a later night, late night poker at the River League.
That's when Doggo's like, check out my stats. Man, I'm like, what do you mean stats? He's like, my poker stats. I'm like, "What
Still got about another 40 minutes here of poker for you.
Spoon's probably just gonna call.
Mitch with aces again, away from the table though.
Unfortunate for him.
Suited,
Would have a
ace,
super
king,
premium hand.
5.
He did smooth call though.
Thank you.
The mole waking up with a decent hand. Ace King 8-8 with a double suited.
And there's all the aces. Obviously, we saw Mitch fold 2 of them.
Tracy waking up with a decent middling hand here. Queen 9-8-7 double suited.
So we're going to fold pocket kings, but we're going to call with king 7-6-5. It's all part of the game plan, though. Just got to trust it, I guess.
Honestly, it's kind of a problem.
Flop. Jack 10-7 and Tracy flopping a straight here with 9-8. The mole flopping a nut flush draw with his ace-8 of diamonds.
And Tracy with a crazy wrap on this one. He flopped the straight, but he's got the wrap to the higher end of the straight. Dorian with his pair of jacks, just going to put his last $40 in the middle. The mole,
Not afraid to put the money in with the flush draw.
Tracy with the nuts. I don't think he's going to be folding. Also with the queen high flush draw, who he probably expects might be all right, but a mole obviously with those bigger diamonds working for him.
On you, Tracy.
Oh, it's on me?
Good luck, everyone.
305.
Is that all the betting?
Yeah.
This was not important.
This was not an approved hand. 9-8 diamonds. You have to do the down.
Approved now.
I'm already 380.
Yeah.
You flush draw or you, I mean,
You know, I'm-
flush draw?
All right. I mean,
What's done? What's done?
I think you are compared both. Backdoor.
Ooh, backdoor flush.
Buff
draw.
down draw. Buff down draw made hard draw.
Damn, didn't work out.
You've been watching Glenn.
All right, that's
The
it.
mole going to take this hand down. King high flush. King 8 of hearts.
It was all red. You had it. You could both left.
See choice.
Yep.
Tracy.
And that's going to be it for Tracy tonight.
Didn't play a whole lot of hands. Unfortunately, didn't win a whole lot of them either.
Flop the
Bad
nuts
night.
there. It's hard to
That river since you
hard to
Never-
feel good when you flop the nuts and can't win.
You never expect the other guy to go runner flush.
Obviously had the front door diamonds, but the back door hearts.
300.
There's more money for when you stack them later.
I hope so. Your boy has work early. I have to leave early. I have to leave him at 11, 12.
Keep that. My
My
little barbecue thing.
Oh, shut up.
It's great that work.
You can give me later. I ain't worried about it.
Why are you working so
You never
much?
know, you might stack them both.
And so, and it's years old, and so we have to pick up shifts. It's not like, you know, most of the time, people be like, what's he doing, like, whatever, you're so, he's not like he's on vacation. We have no choice.
So you're working in the ER?
Going into hand number 43 of the live stream.
We got to pick up shifts in San Angelo and here is not work. But the incident happened at home, that already had the shifts picked up, so now doubling up at home and it's the care.
Mike Martinez waking up with a pretty good hand here. Ace, Queen, Jack 10 double suited.
Seen open at the stream table? Have you thought about private practice yet? Or not yet?
Nobody else really showing up with much of anything here. Glenn obviously still going to raise it.
Oh, okay.
Larry doesn't have a bad hand either. King, Queen, 8 double suited.
He's gonna 3-bet it with that pretty hand you were talking about, Chris. Ace, Queen, Jack 10 double suited.
Larry going to go ahead and get out of the way. Let the big money players play it out.
You guys in the Stroud Medical in college. None of them made it. Ben, Boo. His son's going medical.
Pretty good flop for Mike Martinez. Flops the open-ended straight flush draw, royal draw, actually.
But that's his daughter.
Glenn flopping top and bottom.
Bearer. And he's just going to get the money in. We're just going to see what happens.
Cody, I haven't seen Big in a while.
Glenn is technically with the best hand right now, but Mike has a lot of outs.
Straight wrap, flush draw, work in, better 2-pair, potentially.
And that's probably the worst part for Glenn right now is that Mike could just hit a better 2-pair.
Yeah, brother.
280 times 4 is 11.
Any ace gives him the straight.
My first cousin.
1120 is the bet.
Part of the night.
Okay, I'll go all in.
Let's go.
Doing some math here, calculating out what the pot is. Money's all going in the middle.
And whoever wins this hand is going to likely be the biggest winner of the stream right now.
The black dude's in there.
$3,000 in the pot.
Biggest pot of the day. I think the biggest pot that we've had here on the River League live stream.
Almost $4,000 in this pot.
One pair wins the thing.
You hear Mitch joke about it. Is one pair going to win this? Glenn already pulling out rebuy money.
He knows that there's a shot that he's behind right now.
4 of spades changes nothing.
The river's a 10 gives Mike Martinez the straight with his ace jack.
The nuts.
Oh, got wrapped. Yeah.
It's hard to beat the nuts.
Yeah,
Okay, Michael.
you're just never ever going to be folding a royal draw there, along with having the ace. And Mike Martinez up to over $3,700 in his stack now.
Glenn, who is our big winner, giving it all to Michael in one hand.
And yeah, we had a big swing that hand. Glenn was up about $1,200 for that hand. Now Mike Martinez is our biggest winner, up over $1,500. Dorian actually our biggest loser right now, down $1,000. And Banks making a very comfortable second place win right now with a little over $600. He's been kind of hovering around that just over $600 mark for 30-45 minutes now.
Yeah, and we can see the swings of the PLO game. Lots of variance.
Was my queen 10?
Lots of chances that
Yeah, king queen. So I got thrown on the river. Confirmation on that. Good, thank you.
Executioner digging the needle in there a little bit. Oh, I won it on the river.
we've seen those two battle at it today. Michael coming out ahead as of right now.
Check 600.
Keep buying more.
And that's the tinny way. Don't cry rebuy. Lose a big hand. Throw some more money on the table. He'll make it back.
He was in the snack place. Why'd you give Tracy a card? Oh, okay.
No, it isn't. So. I did have
Don't sell it to Tracy.
Oh, that's all right.
You don't want those nasty cards.
Dre still got these stream jitters. Dealt Tracy in when he wasn't there.
Gone, isn't
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys out there that want to move this back.
Bring
Move
y'all
around a little bit. Would that help a little bit?
Get Mark.
We still have to be in front of our stage.
Oh,
We could bring Mark in. He can watch.
Michael said he'll stick around
Get
if we
better
can
hands
go
on
and
Tracy,
I-
maybe. We'll see. I just got 18. Or would I really had that? You were dealing with Tracy. weren't you?
Yeah. You wouldn't really had it, so it wasn't.
Adam,
Get an
you
ace.
also have to see open. Thanks, Mike.
Moving on to hand number 44 of the stream.
Glenn is
Just
600
because
behind
the stream
this
ends
thing.
doesn't mean we're stopping.
How do you set the fouls?
Yeah, but he's got 4 pounds.
Fouls do max.
More now.
Oh, so is that one?
Glenn, call 5. Call
This is
5.
over 2 easy.
Mitch with a
another
pretty
decent
hand.
hand.
Yeah.
Like 3.
Fold. Call. Raise. 45.
Kelly waking up with pocket queens here and a suited king.
35.
Oh, I thought Adam was going to be.
I would say, does this look like a tilt raise? But we've seen raises every single hand from Glenn tonight. So can't really tell the difference. He's going to make it 35 to go.
Call.
That's what's dangerous about being aggressive all the time is nobody else can really put you on much of anything because you're raising every single time.
Call. Dorian folds.
Becomes more of a reaction game than an action game.
To that bounce.
Oh, it's 10 seconds at the end. Oh, you got lucky.
Yeah, you got lucky. Off that bounce, it killed their ball.
We're gonna go
See,
5 ways to
Alabama
flop.
should drop just for this game.
Flops 10 high with 2 hearts. Mitch flopped all of it. Top 2 pair and the nut flush draw.
Should though. I think they are. And it's
Actually,
not
very
gonna be
surprised
Alabama.
Banks is in this hand with 4 diamonds in his hand.
He almost got a straight flush in his hand.
You're down at the first.
Mitch going to lead out here for 45. Get a call from Glenn. He's got that mystery hand. Executioner and Banks probably just going to get out of the way here. We're heads up. Nope, flush draw in top 2. Going to be hard to have a hand that's better than that one right now.
And he just turns it. Just get there. Gonna see if Glenn takes a stab at it. And Glenn, being the aggro player, is going to take a stab at it. Mitch going to raise him and push Glenn out of the pot. I actually think that was a pretty smart bet from Glenn there, depending on the sizing. If Mitch raises you there, you just know that he has it and you can get out of the hand. Rather spend $100 than losing a lot more by calling him on the river.
Yeah, and I think it kind of works both ways. Glenn with the blocker bet, but Mitch also making a free $100 there, checking the check raise.
College football playoff.
He knows Glenn's going to be aggressive, so let him put the money in the middle and then put more money in the middle.
Whatever the next one is.
Yes, they did. And they beat man.
Yep, so there you go.
I think
Destiny going to be in the box now. Going to let Marco come back here and do the action tracker portion of the stream while Destiny goes to make some money in the box.
No, they've been bitching about the commission. It's Oklahoma who.
Almost forgot.
Well, when I get your
No one's.
Mitch with another good hand. King, queen, queen, 4 with a suited king.
I bet 5. Well, no, bullshit. No, you're so confident. You're the one that wanted to make the bet.
Cody and Larry, I'll read those cards.
I want to make the bet. I just don't want to.
Read your card, Larry, not fold.
Read. Larry needs your card. Okay, here they are.
Who would have thought? Glenn putting in another raise, making it 25 to go. Cody with pocket kings. Obviously, you can see all of his kings are dead. Banks getting rid of one, Mitch with the other. Dorian,
They just have to get to the championships. They don't have to make the Super. Yeah.
you go off to a flop. Ace, Jack, 8, rainbow. Looks like we got a little bit of technical issues over on our end. Can't see Glenn's hand.
One guy, the one in there.
We got heads up action, I believe, between Cody and Glenn. We've said it before, we'll say it again. It's a learning process for us. We're still getting into this whole streaming business. We're happy to put on these shows for you. And the technical issues just come with it, unfortunately.
Let that be a lesson to y'all too. Yeah. I got him, Dorian. I got him for you.
Let him know. You just needed a good dealer.
I think we know they're still in play. Yeah.
What?
You just needed a good dealer.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Our drawing.
I think you needed a great dealer.
Wow, why did they stick me in that backtrack? This is ridiculous.
When you graded everything.
Just call it that.
Yeah.
I need more meats.
More of your money.
They do. They did think about pulling you, but
You can see that big stack in front of the Executioner, our big winner of the night so far. Almost 4,000 in front of him.
No, he did not.
And that money is definitely not going to be on lockdown. I'm sure we'll see that back in action.
Oh, no doubt about it. He is our second biggest VPIP at the table right now. Glenn, surprisingly, no, I think that was part of the technical screw up. Is it showed Glenn folded last hand when he didn't, so it's going to show that he doesn't have a 100% VPIP. But Mike Martinez definitely in second place at just over 70% right now. Larry waking up with a really good hand. Pocket aces with a suited 10-9. Banks with pocket jacks with a suited king 3. Not far behind him. Dorian, pocket queens with a suited king queen. A lot of good hands on this hand.
Lots of good ones, and Glenn being the pre-flop raiser, go off to a flop.
Flop is 2 7s and a 3. Mitch flops trip 7s.
So does Glenn.
A bad spot for Mitch to be in right now. We've also got a gut shot for Glenn for a 4.
Backdoor clubs working for him as well. Mitch is going to lead out here for 150.
And Glenn going to min click him just to see what goes on.
And all of these over pocket pairs just going to get out of the way.
Mitch not about to go anywhere. Wouldn't be surprised if he puts the rest of the money in. And he does. He says all in.
All
Both
in
of
and a
them
quick
with
call.
trip 7s. Glenn surprisingly looking for a 4 here.
Alrighty.
A 4 or a 6.
Going to the river.
4, 6, or jack to chop it up. King.
Going winner.
King not going to help Glenn out. Mitch is going to take this with his queen kicker.
Queen 7.
And Mitch making a big comeback from earlier in the stream.
Like the lowest, whatever that's called, fit. Lower than wolf.
Well, single digit, yes.
You got a single digit?
Yeah.
I hate thinking mine.
Larry's got single digit, you're just barely
I've
above.
lost like 1,500 in that. You're not playing enough hands.
1,045.
Just a bit of a cooler situation there. Obviously, both of them flopping trips.
Hard to get away from it,
You've been getting a lot. You just didn't budge.
especially when you've got multiple outs you can hit. And Mitch finds his way into our second place winner so far, up almost $1,000.
He was off to a rough start. Didn't really know how inclined he was going to be with PLO, but he's made a good turnaround. Waking up with some good hands and flopping the best of it.
Well, I put it in there thinking I was losing it, but I knew it was all going to go in there no matter what.
I would appear to agree though.
When did trip 7 start?
Lots of big stacks here on the table. The action continues.
Him, but
I wanted a little bit smaller. flop.
2, 3, 4, 5. You'd have kings. You'd have trip kings with
Well,
queen.
about how much do you have?
And I had
King seven, I'll make Jack seven.
I think Michael has the biggest
I
stack.
feel like that's better how much you have.
Oh, yeah. Michael has both.
You mean comment?
Glenn
Michael got 4,000.
buying in for a big one. Looks like he's buying in for the full amount almost.
Oh, we just a mole.
Oh, is he behind
He's
you?
been, yeah, going south again.
It's like a full $2,000.
Can I get a fill and checks 40?
Like 40,
Or a fill and 40 and white.
They call at the lodge. They call him Antarctica because he's always trying to go south.
You gotta hear him rattle when you get that.
21.
Where'd those four blacks go, Mole? He had a flash. Yeah.
Beat up.
Alrighty,
in my
Mitch, I need
opinion,
5 for you.
Vanderbilt. And then they go out and show out against Tennessee.
Yes. A fill and 40 and white.
That's what happens when you. That's what happens when you.
Uh-oh.
You'll get hands.
Looks like Glenn took Cody's card there. Looks like we might have another misdeal on our hands.
I appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got 5 cards.
I got no.
I only shipped you the biggest hand of the day. It's not
I
like
got no quorums.
Fortunately, card slid right past Cody into Glenn's hand.
Remember when we were saying we were good?
Oh, that was great.
That up.
That was
Let's
a great
keep that
job
up.
right there.
Let's just
Oh,
forget about
Got to
it.
cut her a bit of slack though. She's been back here all day.
King, queen, jack.
Thank you, Mitch.
Oh, that last hand.
Thank you.
two aces is not that good.
Yeah.
Like you really don't want that.
Yeah, that's.
You don't want them double suited. I know that. I found that out.
Yeah, I watched Kelly with these with them a lot.
I'm only playing hands with a two picker.
So you block Lynn's out.
Yes, I blocked his out.
we're gonna go work on that right now, Mike.
We can see now our big swing of winners and losers on the day. Glenn, who was our biggest winner, now down over $1,300.
Down almost how much he was up earlier in the stream, unfortunately. Mike Martinez still our biggest winner, up $1,400.
I do like how Stanford is like, we're just a treat.
Kelly waking up with an okay hand, pocket sevens with a suited 9-7. Cody waking up with a pretty good hand, suited ace 7-5-4.
No pomp and circumstance, just we're a big bird.
Do you think they'll ever make Northern Dame choose a
Bank's actually going to call here with his pocket fives.
I don't think so because I think there's.
And Roll also only going to call here with ace king 10 8 suited ace king. And we are once again going 7 ways to the flop.
What lifetime that has, but
Flop is jack high. Mitch flops top pair with a gut shot.
Kelly flopping an open ender with his 7-9.
yeah, but he's like gonna get hit again.
And a 10 would give him the highest straight possible with that queen 9.
I don't know. We can ask the doctor.
So some straight outs there for Kelly. 7 on the turn gives Kelly a set of sevens now as well.
Gives Kelly a set of sevens, but it does give Glenn the 9 high straights, unfortunately.
9 high straight for Glenn, 8 high straight for Cody.
Mayfield shoulder ring got hit.
I saw the initial.
And sitting there with the bottom end of the straight, you just can't feel real good about it. Dorian picking up the king high flush draw, which is going to be good with Glenn and Kelly
That's what I thought too.
I know what that is.
having those dry cards.
My diagnosis.
Yeah.
I know what that is, but Mitch doesn't.
And Kelly looking for the board to pair
Board to pair
or a 10.
Ace on the river. Probably the worst card he could ask for.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Kelly going to get cooler here. Turns a set of sevens, and unfortunately, Glenn turning a 9 high straight.
Circuits or
Very unfortunate turn for Kelly.
It wasn't on the river though, Kelly.
I saw no electrical cords out there that he grabbed.
yeah.
Glenn going to claw his way back a little bit.
He just happened. I too hadn't like strikes.
I think Kelly, unfortunately, has been the main benefactor to Glenn tonight. Every time that Glenn and Kelly have been heads up, it seems to have gone Glenn's way. Just kind of like, if you got it, pay him off kind of situation.
Because that's for sure what he did. I'm not letting him out yet.
I didn't see the initial interview. I just saw him fell over.
He's just like, his hand is doing this, and it was just kind of like to the side. It looked like when Stafford did it versus the Browns. In the bigger strike. His rookie year.
But I mean, they separated these and it looks similar, so it's hard to know.
Oh, okay. So that could be.
Lots of exciting stuff here at the River League. These streams are rolling every week. This week we rolled it on a Saturday. We've been doing them on Thursdays most of the weeks. If you want to be a part of a stream, play on a stream in the future, Mark Hamilton, that's the man with the plan. That's the guy you got to talk to get you on one of these live streams playing, to be a part of this crazy action.
Subluxation.
This is our first week of running a PLO game. I'm sure we'll have many Hold'em games in the future as well.
Oh yeah, we should be running Hold'em every Thursday.
I don't know. I don't go to that section though.
5 ways to the flop.
Nobody really with anything incredible. A mole probably with the best of it.
Unfortunately, he gets very drastically outflopped. Glenn flops trip threes.
It's just that or nothing.
We saw the situation with Glenn and Mitch a second ago. Luckily this time, nobody else with a 3. He's just going to take this one down.
No, he's streaming.
You know, those little pots, they do add up, though. Glenn bumping up the price of poker every single hand and getting those callers when he does flop best.
If you can win $40, $60 every hand, that's going to be a good night.
It's the big ones that matter. Those flips with Mike Martinez with the open-ended straight flush draw versus your 2 pair. Those are the ones that you want to win.
They make or break your night at the end of the day.
I don't know why I got 2 feet and I've got knees and a head.
Looking at the chat, we've got almost 30 people still watching us. We really appreciate you being here, watching us get through the tech issues and everything else that's been going on with the stream.
Yes, no sense whatsoever.
And you know, one thing I've heard in previous streams that I'm not hearing much of tonight is the wheel spinning. We haven't heard much of it tonight.
Yeah,
We do got those 2 tables rolling.
we do have the 2 tables rolling. We did make it a little bit harder to spin the wheel, but to go along with it being a little harder to spin the wheel, the extra prizes help out a lot. So we're going to be trying to give away more money, even though we made it a little harder for the wheels to get hit.
Definitely harder to make a full house than a flush, but nonetheless, come and spin the wheel at the River League. We're here till 4 a.m. Still plenty of time to come play some poker.
And don't think that the stream's going to be the end of it. Even when the stream is over, we're still going to be running this PLO game, and we do currently have a Hold'em game running.
Looks like we got a couple blind hands against Larry's Pocket Kings suited in diamonds.
Flops ace high. That's real bad for Larry.
Non-contact entry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make it 50 to go. Larry's sitting there with his Pocket Kings. Can't feel great about it. Dry King of Spades as well.
Probably not going anywhere for one bet, though.
Looking for a king on the turn. We don't know what Kelly and Glenn are looking for.
Deuce of hearts. No help to Larry at all.
Yeah.
Larry in a really bad spot right now. Going to end up folding this hand. And looking like we're getting all in between Kelly and Glenn for just a couple bucks.
Whatever it was. And
Going to a river.
whatever safety instructions there were, he would not do. He would read.
River comes out. 10 of clubs.
You get the 2?
Oh my!
And
You suck. Yeah.
Kelly hits it straight.
River rat.
That 12,000.
That's
No.
6-8 for the 10 high straight.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Kelly.
You gotta be now.
He'd be doing the bottle rockets like a cigar.
It was pretty commercial. So my friends when I was growing up.
Kelly getting a much needed double up. We saw him up in the beginning of the stream, but it's been no bueno for him since then.
Burning into place on the ceiling.
Oh, we used to have a huge factory at the lake house. Guys get on the roof, down there working on our roof.
Yeah.
Coding adding on a couple $100 for these last 15 minutes of the stream.
And then we set the dock on fire out there at the lake house. The next time they had a party out there, we went, hey, the dock's black here. I have no idea.
We were having a bottle or a Roman candle fight at my friend's place in college, and one of our friends dislocated or tore his ACL because he tripped over a toy lawnmower in the yard that he couldn't see while he was running.
Larry with an okay hand here. Ace, queen, jack,
Yeah.
9
He's
with a
telling
suited
now
queen.
It was one of those big John Deere tractors.
Yeah. Well, the way he tells the story is that, well, he was in the middle of this fight and he ran into a lawnmower. And
Fold around to Glenn, who, of course, is going to raise it again with ace 10, 6, 5. Cody waking
Cody.
up with a premium, aces, and ace king suited.
What a time to have aces right after you add on for that $200 you just added to the middle. Just going to make the call here with his pocket aces suited in hearts.
Mitch right now, surprisingly, with the most equity, 30%. He's got a club and a spade draw.
We go 7 ways off to a flop again.
Flop has
And Banks.
2 5s on it, and Banks just flops the nuts.
What kind of boat do you want? He's got all of them. Glenn flopping trip 5s as well. So what kind of boat do you want? Do you want 5s or do you want 3s?
I think he said 6.
Banks not going to slow play this at all. He's going to raise it up to 600. Glenn's going to put the rest of the money in the middle and get snap called. Obviously, he flopped a boat. Glenn with 3 overs. Any ace, 10, or 6 will give him the winner. You can see on your screen right now, Glenn just with 2 outs with all those other cards being folded. There's the 10. And he just finds a way. He hit
drills
both of them. He had
drilled
2
both of
outs and
the
he hit both of them.
That's a big swing for Glenn. I think that's going to put him back in the green. And I think it might take Banks out of the green now.
That's for sure. We haven't seen Banks have to rebuy today. Up until that point, obviously flopping all of the boats.
What an unfortunate hand for Banks there.
Thank you.
God, Banks is going to hate to see when he watches the stream back. I know he watches them all back when he sees that he only had 2 outs and he hits both of them. Runner, runner. If you didn't want to see the first one, here's the second one.
And taking a quick look at our winnings after this hand, Glenn has clawed his way back from 1,300 down, back up to $500 up. Banks down for the first time tonight, down almost $400. His first time having to rebuy. Mitch still in second place, a little over $800 up. And Larry just kind of treading water. He's been treading water all day. He's about $100 down, which, based on how big this game is, really isn't a whole lot.
Yeah, sometimes breaking even counts as a win in my book. And I think that's kind of what Larry's here thinking today.
But there's an invisible door right here, Larry. Oh, I know. I'll come out there and get it. Thank you.
Michael, since winning that big pot, I haven't heard much from him.
Yeah, his VPIP's been going down steadily ever since he got that big pot. He's kind of locking it in, trying not to lose a bunch of money in the last 15 minutes.
Glenn with a pretty hand here. Ace 10, 9, 4, double suited. Who would have thought he's going to raise it?
Cody waking up with ace, king, 7-4 with a suited ace. Not a bad hand to have. Ends up folding it, surprisingly.
The mole with pocket 10s. With the best equity right now with a pair.
I don't win, I'm down. What do you mean you're down?
Flop is jack high with spades. Gives a mole a decent amount of outs.
Gut shot straight flush draw.
Get Michael a rack. He's out of here.
And he's also in the lead right now with the pair of 10s, surprisingly.
Action's going to
Turns
check
another
around.
9. That changed real quick. Glenn turns trip 9s.
Mole going to put out a feeler bet here of 40.
Glenn with the snap raise after turning trips. And going to get 2 quick folds to take down this pot.
Those are the pots we're talking about. $110 going Glenn's way. Those little ones add up.
Larry, you're in the blind.
All right, I could have done that.
That's crazy. That first one. Yeah, that's rough.
You didn't want to yell in the guy's ear.
It worked.
I paid for
Okay.
it. Larry, thank you.
There's $5 out there. Larry's got to get in there.
Yeah.
$5.
Larry ain't losing $5.
Bucks.
I do almost anything for $5.
That's a crazy
Got a
day.
couple things to do for you there, Larry.
Oh, Mitch, I got my car fixed. Yeah, for a lot of money.
Are you a
A
mechanic?
lot of money. So
But it got done today.
Is he a mechanic? Are you a mechanic or not?
I work on cars. I used to work on it. That's what I used to do for a living.
Thanks.
I have a.
I thought you used to steal cars.
Somewhat.
Hot wire.
Dorian.
I can do that too.
I got a pretty big.
Mitch with a suited ace.
Someone else to see.
Gonna fold her on to Glenn. Glenn probably with the worst that we've seen from him today. Still gonna raise it up. It's gonna be 20 to go. The executioner with aces. We were just talking about him being quiet for a little bit. He's got ace, 7-3 suited in clubs.
Is anybody counting if he's VPIP?
Yes.
Now I'm not touching the shot. So I can't
Thanks,
bring it
Paul.
down.
Kelly's asking, what's his VPIP? We have the answers. It's 100%. On our screen, it says 98, but that's because of a technical error. He said he was going to play every hand today. He hasn't been a liar. Raising 94% of the time and in every single flop that we've seen today.
Flop is king high. Nobody really flopping anything except for Glenn. Glenn flops bottom set. He's been running hot the last couple hands.
Michael with that dry ace of spades. Bet he's wishing that 3 was a 3 of spades.
Mitch with the gut shot has 7-6. Got a gut shot to an 8. Probably not comfortable with it. And Glenn just going to take down another small pot, $60 to $100 at a time.
You can refer to us as
You got to check.
I could be C4.
Yeah, but
I'm from
he- he-
I could be
I mean,
C4.
yeah, 130. And it is old.
You gotta
check.
Oh, that's a good. You should put that on your nickname. That way they know.
Your what?
My transmission is sitting a little bit.
You flushed at 50,000.
Please do anything to it. 130. I can't do fluid.
That's what I have been doing everything, including like changing all the fluid stuff now.
Coming down to our last couple hands of the stream. Lots of action, as we expected from the players on the player pool today.
Kelly.
Not me.
I'm sure this game will run late throughout the night tonight. If you guys want to come join the action,
Last weekend here. I got a new dent in my truck.
Dorian waking up with a decent hand. 9-9-8-7. All the middle cards.
Oh, last week?
I dropped my Mustang today because my wife didn't want to take her car.
Glenn with a suited ace, pocket sevens. Gonna raise it up.
Yeah,
Once again.
he's got the executioner. He's got 7-4.
The River League nuts.
Larry waking up with pocket kings with a suited king. Just going to flat it here. And we finally got Michael Martinez in another hand. He's got queen 10-10-4. We're going 6 ways to a flop.
I'll show you the second.
Simple. I mean,
Nah,
I know, but in my head.
Flops ace high with diamonds. Larry flopping a nut flush draw here.
well, it's not nothing wrong with it. I
Yeah.
Glenn flopping a set of sevens. The case 7 coming out for him.
Another set. He flopped a set of 5s last hand. Another set in this hand. Still bottom set. But I don't think this time a bet is just going to take the pot down. We got too many people with flush draws.
Cody with the gut shot and jack high flush draw. He's gonna put the rest of his money in the middle.
Did not even realize this till just now. Dorian also flopped a set of 9s. So we've got 2 sets and a bunch of flush draws.
We see 10 high, king high, jack high.
You're good. Those goes all in for 220.
Looks like we're going to get some all-in action here.
Dorian goes all in for 365.
Dorian going all in with his set of 9s. Unfortunately, our camera seemed to have frozen, but we will get that fixed very shortly. We can still hear all the action. I'll turn the table volume up to make sure everybody can hear what's going on. Glenn also going to move all in here with his set of 7s. Not going to like the bad news of Dorian having a set of 9s. He's also holding the ace in his hand, so he's holding his own out.
Yeah, I think he's hoping that he has the best hand in that side pot between him and Larry. Larry obviously with the nut flush draw. Want to put Larry to a decision for all of his chips.
I really wanted Neil, but I got outbid on him.
I put in for a bid.
Cody also all in here with his jack high flush. And that's going to get Larry to fold. Then it's going to get Larry to fold the nut flush draw. Glenn looking for the single ace left in the deck to be able to scoop this pot. Cody has a couple of diamonds to look for, or an 8 for a straight.
Oh, I'm a set too.
Oh,
Glenn currently ahead in the little $100 side pot, but pretty far behind in the $900 main pot.
Deuce of diamonds. Oh shit.
I thought it was there. I thought in the back.
Getting our
It's like,
cameras
I can't get this out there now. If he said that.
back online so that we can see this all-in action.
7.
Yeah, this lady.
And unbeknownst to everybody, the case 7 has been folded.
Case 7 in Dorian's hand. There's the ace.
There's the ace.
Ace is full.
And Glenn just drills the one outer to scoop this
We've seen
$1,000
one outers.
pot.
We've seen one outers. We've seen 2 outers from this guy.
He has been absolutely dominant the last 10 or so hands.
I understand now.
We've been
Sometimes you
talking.
just got to get there.
We've heard Michael Martinez say it over and over how pure this guy runs here at the River League. And you know what? The past half hour, we've seen
A 1 out. A 1 out.
Just to show that domination, when you play all these hands, you get these big swings. We've gone from 1,700 up to 1,300 down, back to 1,400 up. Glenn is back to being our biggest winner of the stream so far, with only a few more hands to go.
And we've seen the highest VPIPs have paid off today. We got Glenn obviously in the lead with the highest VPIP, followed up by the Executioner and Mitch. So it looks like the more hands you played today, the more you're going to be up. Besides Kelly, at that 62%, he's down about $600.
Unfortunately, that's just kind of how Kelly runs here. Kelly is another one. He just does not seem to run that well here. And with just a couple more hands to go left in this live stream, all in all, I think things ran pretty well.
Great stream today. We loved having everybody out here. Loved having the new format, PLO. First time doing that. I think things have gone smoothly with the 4 cards today, which has been nice.
Glenn with another pretty good hand, double suited Jack 10. Jack 10, 10 deuce, diamonds and spades. Kelly also with a good hand, ace, king, queen, deuce with a suited king. Banks waking up with pocket queens here. Currently in the lead with those pocket queens with a suited queen.
And with the last couple of hands of the night, we're going to see a lot of people seeing a lot of flops, I think.
Everybody who's down for the night is going to be trying to make it back real quick. Flop is Jack high. Gives Glenn top pair and a flush draw. He's the only one with the spade flush draw right now.
Only one with those spades working. Got top pair.
I believe he's also, now that Mitch is folded, I think he's the only one with a straight draw too. With Jack 10, he has a straight draw to an 8. No, Kelly has the case 10 to hit a straight. Decides to end up folding it. Glenn takes down another $100.
You gonna buy a good dinner with my money?
Larry, yeah, we would go eat McDonald's. Now we're going to practice, and then we're going to eat
It's
grill.
almost 11.
And I was thinking about this, Chris. If we would have seen that hand go the other way with Michael and Glenn earlier, Glenn would probably be up about $4,500
He would
today.
be up he would be up a significant amount of money, at least $3,000 right now. With Executioner being up $1,400 right now. Gunther said Kelly looks mad. Yeah, unfortunately it's just not been a good table for him. He's been playing a decent amount of hands. Unfortunately, he just has not been able to run as pure as Glenn and Mike Martinez tonight. As Destiny has announced, this is the last hand of the live stream, and looks like Kelly has raised blind and Glenn has potted it over the top of him. So we're going to start off this hand at a $70 bet.
Glenn raised. Seven.
And Glenn probably with the worst hand we've seen from him tonight, putting
And-
$70 in the middle.
With
Without looking at him.
8-7-5-3, which still is not the worst. He is in bad shape. His hearts are dominated. But everybody else so far has had high and middle cards, which gives his 5-3 a little bit more equity to hit a straight on the low end.
All in.
Table 3.
4.
Kelly going all in here. It's all or nothing for him. Looks like he's the looks like we got our chip stack amount wrong for him. He's got about $200.
He's all in for 190. That
And
does reopen action to Glenn.
Glenn probably not going anywhere. Yep, Glenn going to call here. Not going to go anywhere for the last hand. Win or lose, he's up a very solid amount right now. Unless Executioner gets out of line, which I don't believe he will, then Glenn's not in fear of being down money after this hand is over.
They need to, I guess, at least last week, they shouldn't quit since last hand. You should draw a card for 5 or 6, whatever the card you draw. That way, everybody, instead of coming into this last hand as a blue, you're supposed to come in and draw a card. You have 5, 6, or 7, you draw one, that's how many hands you're playing within. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's a good suggestion from Kelly. Rather than coming in and announcing when the last hand would be, drawing a card to determine how many hands left when the time is out for the stream. That's actually a really good idea. We might implement that in future streams.
Yeah, lots of
And Glenn, once again, just running
flopping the
pure,
nuts.
flops the nut straight. Nobody with clubs. Banks does have a. Banks has an overpair, and he's got
Kelly-
top 2 pair.
Kelly's open-ended to the high end. Can still hit a 10 or a 5 for a bigger straight.
Mike Martinez just flopping absolutely nothing here.
Probably with the
Still
prettiest hand pre-flop, but
Still has equity to win, though. He could go runner flush. We've seen it happen before. Just going to go ahead and get out of the hand, though.
Banks is going to go all in here. Drawing very slim.
Got his top 2 pair, hoping to hit another 8 or 6.
Oh, well.
Turn ace helps nobody.
Sidewalk.
River is a 6.
Banks.
Banks is going to take the last hand of the night.
Load
with
it up.
6s full of 8s.
Going to boat it up to end the night. Sure,
And
Banks is happy to win that one.
Banks probably very happy to win that one. I think that's going to bring him back slightly above even before the end of the stream.
Yeah, thank you, Desmond. Appreciate it. So are folks staying, or?
I'm not.
I'm gonna keep playing, so.
And that is going to do it for us here at the River League. We'll take one last look at our big winners and losers for the night. Mike Martinez up $1,300, our big winner of the night. Glenn in second place after losing that last hand, still up $1,100. Banks goes from 400 down to almost 200 up on the last hand. And unfortunately, our biggest losers of the night going to be Dorian down about $1,400. Cody in second place down almost $900.
And Glenn,
Just so we can show it at the end.
he committed to it.
Glenn committed to it. He said previously today he was going to have a 100% VPIP, and outside of the one hand where we had a technical glitch that said that he folded, he lived up to it. He played 100% of hands that he was dealt tonight and raised almost every single one of them. I think there was maybe 2 hands all night that he did not raise pre-flop with that 94% pre-flop raise amount.
Yep, even seeing that 16 and 9%, those are hands that people raised, but then instantly got re-raised by Glenn. So the aggression was definitely there from Glenn tonight.
I'm still doing it.
And that's going to do it from us here at the River League tonight. All in all, good stream.
Good stream, lots of action tonight. I loved having a new format with the PLO tonight instead of just our normal Hold'em stream. I'm
good
sure
to-
we will be
it's good to
back
get
to
a break from
those.
things.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back to those very shortly here soon. But yeah, lots of exciting stuff here at the River League, and we're glad to have you guys here with us.
Yeah. We will be back this coming Thursday with another Hold'em stream. So we'll be getting back to our normal action this coming Thursday. Just to give you guys one last heads up on all of the stuff we're going to be doing this month. On December 20th, we are having a special free roll for Reese's birthday. The format will be the same as our Monday Hold'em free rolls. So your first buy-in is free. There's an optional $10 dealer add-on to double your starting stack, $30 rebuys, and a $50 or a $100 add-on at the break. Special part about this one is we have mystery knockout tickets. So every time that you knock somebody out of the tournament, you'll be drawing a ticket to win a mystery prize.
Yeah, but you guys loved the Halloween one that we did and the one for Jason's birthday, so we decided to bring it back. Lots of fun stuff going on with those free rolls that you guys love.
We've got our tag team tournament on December 6th. I'm not sure how many more entries we've got left on that one, but you still have an entire week to sign up. If you don't have a partner, we will find one for you. It is $120 a person or $240 for a team. That's going to start at 4 p.m. on December 6th.
Yeah, I'm super pumped to see some of the teams that get put together for that tag team tournament. The last one that we had that was on the stream, there was a lot of camaraderie between people who teamed up for that. So super excited to see what happens on December 6th.
We have our Rivers League Championship tournament next on December 7th. We have our final day of the Rivers League Champion Tournament Series tomorrow. That's the last day that you can get in. Tomorrow is our Rivers League tournament, a $50 entry tournament with one single re-entry for another $50. You get $500 or 500 in chips per entry. So if you buy in and rebuy tomorrow, that's 1,000 in chips for the December 7th championship tournament. And if you place in the top 5, you also get extra chips. First place will get an extra 5,000 in chips for that championship tournament.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of people here at 2 o'clock tomorrow trying to get their last couple chips for that day 2 on December 7th.
Everybody's going to be trying to beat out Miss Julie Hopper for first place. She's currently in first place with 21,000 in chips. I believe Eric Simpson is in second place, very close behind at 20,500.
And another cool part of that Sunday, if you register and play in the tournament, half price cash games for the rest of the day on Sunday. So come on in tomorrow, 2 o'clock, and spend your Sunday watching football with us.
Like I said, that's going to lead into our December 7th championship tournament. Everybody that comes in has to already have chips, so you had to have played at least one Sunday over the past, I believe it's 3 months that we've been doing it now. And just to let everybody know, we will be doing the Rivers League Championship Tournament Series again starting in January for the next quarter. The format's going to be exactly the same. It's going to be $50 entry, $50 re-entry, chips for every buy-in, chips for the top 5. I don't know when the championship's going to be for that one, though. I believe it's going to be in the first weekend of April.
Yeah, people have loved to have something to do on their Sundays. So 2 o'clock, we're going to keep that rolling going into 2026.
Our last tournament that we're going to be having in December, outside of our free roll tournaments every Monday and Wednesday, is going to be our 10K guaranteed $120 tournament series the second week of December, the 11th, 12th, and 2 flights on the 13th. That is $120 entry per tournament. If you triple bag, if you bag on 3 of the tournament flights, you get an instant $400 triple bag bonus to be able to pay for all 3 of the entries that you spent.
Yeah, if you are a tournament player here at the River League, the month of December should be an exciting one for you. We have all these different tournaments going on, and this one especially. People love the big tournaments, 10,000 guarantee, hard to beat.
And keep in mind that you take your 2 best bags forward. So if you play in multiple flights and you cash in 2 of them, you get to bring both of those bags to the day 2. And if you cash in 3 of them, you bring your 2 biggest bags to the day 2. Last thing we'll have going on. We have going on right now, if I can find the promo for it, is our prize wheel. Prize wheel this month. Like I said earlier, we have updated it. So we are doing it for a single table. You have to hit at least quads. If we are having 2 tables running, you have to hit at least a full house. And if we have 3 tables running, you hit a flush. But since we have since we've increased the requirements to be able to get a wheel spin, we've also increased the prizes on the wheel. So we still have our top prize is still $1,000. We also have a $500, $250, $100, and we also have a racehorse for $100 starting out. And every day that these prizes don't get hit, they will go up in value. As Bryce said at the beginning of the stream, our $1,000 prize is already at $1,100, and it's going to go up every single day that it doesn't get hit.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing better than having 3 tables here rolling at the River League and people cheering on other people as they go up to spin the wheel trying to win those big money prizes.
Gunther asks, are we going to have another 50K guaranteed? As far as I know, we do not currently have one in the works, but we never really know what's going to happen going forward. Maybe Reese has something in store for us in 2026.
Yeah, very exciting stuff happening here at the River League.
And guys, that's going to do it from us tonight. We will see you again Thursday at 7 o'clock for our normal 1-3 Thursday stream.
Yeah.
Hope everybody has a good night.